Not Wi-Fi, Elite Dangerous Chums. This is a stream all about exobiology and specifically the small vessels, because I'm going to be seeing what they're all about. I already know what they're all about, but I'm going to be trying to demonstrate how good they are with regards to landing on incredibly tiny spaces and also doing a bit of exobiology to make a little bit of money, but it's all about the planetary landings. And the reason why is obviously because the Nomad is coming out soon next week, and we even have the elite partners that will be checking out the Nomad tomorrow with their streams, which will be unduly positive, no doubt. I doubt there will be any kind of critical analysis of it, but I'm not sure if I will be doing any critical analysis either, because I'm not even sure I'm going to buy it. It's probably going to cost too many arcs for it to be worthwhile for me. Right, so what have we got then? So we are currently on a planet which is probably wrong for exobiology really, because it's Stratum Tectonicus, which is always a favourite for people. Yes it is. So what are we on? 1 minute and 11. Let's just get out of that screen and check out the next sample. And we'll try and find out some planets. I'm going to show you 3 ships is my intention, which are, I suppose, they are going to be the most comparable to the Nomad. So here we are. Let's have a look if we can reverse onto it. Can we back onto it? I saw a little bit of blue there. There it is. What is that? I don't even know what it's landing on there. Oh, that's a bit of a bump. That's why you need the big shields. Beautiful. So you can land anywhere you want with these kinds of vessels. This is the hauler. And it's very hot out there, very hot indeed. It's in front of us. Scannable. So remember that pulse ray is going to be on the Nomad as standard, which I don't think it's going to be that useful, to be honest, except for bacterium that's in camouflage trousers. But I rarely bother or have trouble with that anyway, so it's such a small thing, it's not really a thing. Can spot most things. How did we get under there? Look at how close that was with the Zorg and Peterson. Oh, even it looks like it's buried itself in the sand dune there. So whereabouts are we in the... it's very hot out there as well. Whereabouts are we in the world? Speaking of heat, make sure you have your fans on if you're in the UK. We've got heat warnings, health warnings are out there for the heat as well. Currently amber, but there's going to be a red warning. There is a red warning which is in place for Wednesday and Thursday before the cold front comes in and brings us some cooler conditions on Friday. Hopefully more rain as well. So where are we? For anybody who's joined, welcome. Just so you, and if you're watching in slow time, welcome also. So we're 1.6 thousand light years away from Sol, right out on the left hand side there. So we've got out here in the carrier. You don't have to use a carrier necessarily. You could jump your ship, which is the way I would do it if I didn't have a carrier, obviously. And it is doable in the hauler as well. It's such a good ship. Now, have we finished with this signal now? Oh, hold on, let me double check, because I'm not paying remote attention to the actual exobiology bit. Yes, we did the Stratum Tectonicus. I can show you the boost speed, actually. 699 it'll boost to. Ooh, that's not 699, it mustn't have been a straight line. A very fast ship, I think you'll agree, considering what it looks like. It's a good one. Not 699, 660, but I must have changed it. But anyway, it's as fast as you're going to need it to be. It's as ugly as you want it to be, basically. We'll get into the escape vector. There are some other flaws in the ships that I choose to use as well. I'm not going to be exclusively positive on my own choice of ships. There are positives, there are negatives as well, as always with these things. That's what Elite is about. It's about making compromises. You can never get the absolute perfect ship in certain niches, you know. But that's swiftly changing, as we are seeing, and exobiology, it's about to change, I think, from the looks of it. But let's have a look at this system. So there's not a lot in it, it's just this planetoid here. There we go, and these ones, there's nothing there other than No other biological signals, so we're going to clear out. Where are we going to? We are going off into the distance. So, Prue Leaf there. We have her to contend with. Have we got a jump on? Yes, we have. Beautiful. So jump range is pretty good in this ship. I've set it to efficient because I want to capture the most planets as I can, doing the most star systems. So it does actually have about 50 light years, I think it is. I'll show you once we jump in. Get a bit of a fuel scoop on. And I'll jump the carrier over once we find a decent planet. Hopefully we do find a decent planet, and we'll swap over to the other ships. Which one of them is a Sidewinder, of course. That is the one that is owed the respect. What do we want? Scan it out. We could also talk about one body. That's no good, is it? We could also talk about the Nomad itself and the reasons for its existence. If we want to. I can talk about that. You can comment about it. So there's one of the issues. Overheating with the hauler. It doesn't hold its heat too well. But it does jump really well, as I promised to show you, but then failed to deliver. As ever with YouTubers, they often fail to deliver. I'm sorry. That's an insincere apology as well. Complete the YouTuber trio. Right. Is it still overheating? No. Yes, it is. Alright, we are complete. We can get the freak out of there. While we're zooming off, I'll show you the jump range, which is current 53.64 and laid in 58. So, you know, it's a decent enough jump range, isn't that? I mean, it's a little bit less. It's a fair bit less than the Cobra 5, which is do 60 or 65, but it's still doable. But everyone's been spoilt by the Mandalay and the now we have the Caspian, of course. Let's see if this system's been discovered. Yes, it has. But what's it got going for it? One biological in a CO2 atmosphere. Maybe we'll have a little scanneroo. How many bodies we got? 7. I could always fly out to it instead. But I'm thinking of the world of Stratum Tectonicus again. We really don't want Stratum Tectonicus. It's the last one we want. Oh, that's not what we're looking for. Yeah, I mean the Nomad, I don't know how I feel about it in all honesty. I am disappointed. Ammonia World, beautiful. I am disappointed in it because I don't know, I did actually want it as well at one stage, but the way it's been implemented, that's what angers me. Implementation, as ever. Bacterium aureus, no, we don't want that. There we go. Happy days. It's the implementation, so I always thought it would be great to have the fighters, the ship launch fighters with landing gear, so that we could do the exobiology in them. I thought that would be good to be able to involve the big ships, and it's good for people who want to do it that way. But also, what I hadn't thought about is there's suddenly a lack of compromise. You pick the best jump ship, neutron jump ship in the game, and you put the only ship launched vessel with landing skids on it in the game that will land on it. And it can't go on any other exploration vessel as well, because they don't care. It's purely to fix the problem of the Caspian's landing issues, which they knew full well about. They didn't give a damn. What the freak have we got here already? They didn't give a damn, but you could argue cynically that they deliberately invented the problem so that people would want the solution, and they're selling you a solution to a problem that they invented. But that's what the cynical people would say, and I find it very hard to disagree with that argument, to be honest. Business strategy, it's very good. It's very obvious, but it's very good. It works. People are mad keen on it, and So they should be. If you've flown the Caspian, you would be enthusiastic about anything that would fix the landing problems. I would do anything. I would have done anything. Well, I wouldn't have done anything. Come on, be real. But I'd have paid ARX for the Nomad during Distant Worlds 3 because I was that desperate for it. But it didn't get released with Distant Worlds 3, so it's meaningless to me, and that's maybe part of the reason why I'm annoyed with it. But it's just sloppy, to be honest. Sloppy launch date and not. I mean, you could say that's a counter argument to the idea that it's a business proposition that it's all about making the money, that they didn't launch it with Distant Worlds 3 when they would have made the most money out of it. When there were so many people, more heat. There were so many people in the Caspian that were des for it. I was one of them. Would have paid ARX, probably. 10 grand, probably. But now it's 5 to 8 grand. That's what it's worth to me. Because when I'm doing exobiology, I like to do it at my own pace, not at somebody else's. Just take my time. And once you're in your small vessel, once you're out to range, it doesn't matter. Yes, I've got a carrier now, but I use my carrier as a jump off point, and then I just go for however long I'm going to go. Yep. What's going on here? 90%. Yeah, a fair old bit of heat this one develops. 11 bodies, that is not bad. Let's see how many have been discovered. None. That's what we like to see. Boys and girls. Superb. And they are all ice bodies. That's not what we like to see. I don't know whether to discover these or not. Okay, so I'll show you the build as well once we get the carrier to play catch up. Maybe I should jump the carrier ahead. And maybe I should stop searching for these ice bodies. But once you start, you just can't stop. Not had a great deal of luck with finding the planets that I'm looking for the small ship exobiology, to be honest. Usually there's millions, but not this time. But we will use the search tool if we struggle, and we'll drop down on pre-discovered planets as well. Don't you worry, I will do that. To get the full kind of experience, as full as it can be, hopefully with each vessel, ideally with the hauler and the sidewinder, because those are the two that I want to use. The hauler I've not used enough, and I don't know why. I started my exobiology journey it seems like a long time ago now. It seems like yesterday, to be honest. But it is a lot longer than I realise. And the hauler was always one that people talked about. I looked through the forums to find the best ships and the reasons why. And the hauler's a big one. It's a big ship. I mean, it's a small ship. It's a big reason. Because it's got the jump range. And it's got the small footprint. So it makes compromise by not being the smallest footprint. This is the largest vessel you're going to see today. The largest. Everyone likes a big one. Until they do exobiology. I've got the fan on. I've got the fan on because I ate a hot tea and it made me start sweating. It increased my body temperature to uncomfortable levels. Developed some sweat. Not sweat all day. I've been downstairs, not sweating. Very good. You don't want to hear about that though. You want to know about exobiology.
Close orbit.
36 bodies. This is more like it, as long as no scuntard has gone and taken everything. Don't do it. Okay, we got a chance. We'll just jump out a little bit further, which we should have done before operating that there. I did say I'm going to search for them even if they've been found already, so yeah, should stick to that promise. Okay, have we got any HMCs? Yes, we do. Hopefully we've got HMCs akimbo, because those are our dream shots with regards to finding those nasty little planets with lots of hills. Fungoida, anybody? Right, what else have we got down there? Got some portions here, and we have some portions there. We have portions everywhere. Yeah, hopefully you can't hear my fan going. It's on the right hand side. Fan there, microphone there. HMC, so far no joy. We're using Elite Observatory Core BioInsight with BioInsight's plugin because I can't be bothered thinking about it myself. Basically, I do know a bit of stuff.
Sulfur dioxide atmospheric landable.
A little bit of stuff, but
Landable
you know,
with atmosphere.
it's easier. And I do stupid things when I'm streaming. I do stupid things when I'm not streaming as well, by the way. It's not an excuse.
Landable with atmosphere.
More stupid things.
Body C7.
Oh yes, so we got a potential. Oh no, we got one bio, 1 in 3 chance of being Tectonicus. So we are going to have a look at it because it's Tectonicus. We'll do some more landings. Okay, nothing out there. Nothing out there. Good. Wow, they are everywhere, aren't they? Asteroids. Anyone want a game of asteroids? Do you remember, did you play asteroids as a child? What a game. I used to like flying the spaceship upwards and just keep going up and shooting the asteroids until eventually, inevitably, you crash into an asteroid. That was my tactic. It worked until it didn't. And nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Okay. What's all this business out here? Oh, we've got some beauties. Some real beauts here. Hopefully these are not all a cluster of oneers as well. Because often you get that in systems where they copy and paste each other almost and get loads of oneers. We want a planet with lots of sauces. Oh. Lots of sauce. Chili sauce.
Nested moon.
Brown sauce, red sauce, you know, all the sauces. All of them. That is all of them. Okay. How happy are we? Oh, we've still got some down there. We're just not getting all the signals here. We're doing a bad job. A bad job, okay. Alright, I've not done a sound check. Maybe the sound doesn't work. Let's do a sound check. While we're messing around, we'll do a bit of a sound check. See if we're doing a bad job. Okay, well, we have got sound, which is nice. Got any viewers? Oh, 3 viewers. I'll put a like on it. I'll put a like on my own video. I like the good old days when it was only me liking the videos. Those are gone now, you know. I just leave the videos to not get likes. Just forget about it. It don't matter. It's just a video, man. It's just me playing a game. Okay, so maybe we've got a big one. We've got a big boy here. Big Bertha. Very good. He's a big one. And hopefully lots of surrounding planets with some good stuff on them. So far we've got a 1 in 3 chance of stratum tect on C7. Which will be a distance away, I'm assuming. Hopefully not too far. We don't have great SCO on this ship as well, but actually I should have checked it out to see how well it does. It will heat up really quick. Let's see. And you see it going? And we're already beeping. So if you're on 36,000, that would be a bit of a struggle, I think. And that's the thing with these older ships. You've got to give them a bit of love. But if you're not stratum tect hunting, if you're just doing it organically, then you're not too fussed, you know. You're not trying to do it with efficiency. You're just trying to do it. And that's the other thing about the Nomad, is that if you're purely wanting to do exobiology for the money, as in if you don't enjoy exobiology, then it's very easy. Just get your Mandalay and blast off and get on some stratum tectonicus and just hunt the tectonicus. You can earn 300, maybe even 400 million an hour if you use the Spanish search. I'll check out my guide in the description, and that has all the links for the Spanish searches, and it also has my top 5 exobiology ships from 2024, and this ship wasn't in there. It was in a. I added it as a separate, not quite top 5 ship, but maybe it should have been in hindsight. Maybe I should have got rid of the flipper, the dolphin. Okay, now is the time of truth. We'll find out if this is actually stratum. Again, it's looking like a stratum tectonicus. I'm not really trying to do this, but would I ignore it? It's very hard to ignore stratum tectonicus. But it won't be once we okay, once we get this lot done. This will not be stratum tect.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Body
Okay.
C7.
Surface
May
scanned.
host a new personal codec center.
Good. I am actually glad for a change that it's not. So let's find out a new one. Let's turret a new one. So we got Sifu-san. Okay, good. Can we jump the carrier? We should probably learn how to jump the carrier and how to write things down. No, we'll find a decent planet first before we do a jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
We've got to be able to find a decent planet, surely. But I'll just have to go into the mountains with this one. And I have shown you right at the start the landed hauler to show you what small space it landed on. I showed you a landing in a valley, a crevice really, rather than a valley. And that demonstrated just how small the footprint is. What I wonder is how do they compare to the Nomad, which I really hope the journalists will be looking at tomorrow. The partners, the elite partners. I don't know if they are journalists. One of them claimed they're a journalist, but I think it was tongue-in-cheek kind of joke, kind of thing. I assume. Because there's something in the terms and conditions of being a partner, which I think it affects your bias, probably. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, but Meckham wouldn't say what it was. But yeah, it's a reason. I think it's the reason why he left, and he's very much unbiased. For those who know Commander Meckham, of course, his name comes up every now and then in my stream because I watch his videos. Yeah, they keep showing up, and I keep clicking on them. Why not? Hey, let's see where we are. Rockies. So we got Rockies. Have we got any? We got some HMCs, haven't we? There. So a bit more hope in this system. We've got 17 chances. I mean, what I could have done is gone to the pre-engineered, the pre-found systems. Because there is actually a list out there, which is also in my guide. The list of systems that already have guaranteed stratum tectonicus, for example, if that's what you're looking for. The Road to Riches, I think it's called. Good website. A good way to learn exobiology as well. Yeah, Karma. I think it's disappointing, but I think for different reasons for me. It's just that I wanted it. Well, I would have bought it during Distant Worlds 3 because it fixed the problem of the Caspian, which they would have made a mint if they'd have released it in Distant Worlds 3. They're really stupid, you know. If you're going to pull a trick like this to build a ship with a known flaw and release it, and then release a fix for it, then at least release the fix during the biggest exploration journey of recent times, you know. With, what was it, 8,000 or 9,000 commanders were on that, and nobody had a Nomad. And I suffered personally from stratum tectonicus, no less. I struggled with the landings on that. So that's one of the reasons why I have it in for it. But I also wanted it as a fix to the large vessels, but I also recognise it's a big kind of, you lose compromise as soon as you have the Nomad. There's no reason to fly anything else other than a Caspian Explorer for any kind of exploration, full stop. And that will not stop commanders from flying whatever the hell they want. But new commanders who haven't been around as long as we have won't realise what wonderful ships they're missing out on, and what kind of nuances, like the hauler with its overheating. Yes, it's a problem, but you know, that little beepy noise, it makes you think twice rather than just fuel scoop with abandon, not even thinking about it. I think it's a shame. Ship interiors. Oh, the ship interiors. They're drooling. I hope it will have the ship interior that everyone wants, whatever that is. Then people will shut up about it. Then they can have one ship, and then they can go away about that. No, you can't force people, and that's why I'm doing this video, to show people how I like to fly it. But in the future, once it gets released for credits, maybe I will end up sadly going in the Caspian and missing out on it, but I would hope not. Because I'll miss out on flying these awesome ships.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, but the thing is, as soon as you unlock the Corvettes, you don't fly the Anaconda anymore, and I think you miss out. I prefer flying the Anaconda to the Corvette. It just feels nicer. Yes, it doesn't have as great handling, and as a railgun bolt, it's the best. So
48.
I might have ignored that and not flown it again against pirates, had it not been for, I think it was a Meccan video doing the railgun condas. And it's a satisfying ship to fly in that way.
Landable with atmosphere.
But it's no good against gankers. Gankers have killed me in that, I think. But you know, you get used to gankers. But everyone's just gonna be flying a Kestrel. I've been doing it in my pirate massacre missions. I started off in a Python. I ended in a Kestrel. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't. Everyone's experience is different. If you play the game long enough, yeah, I agree. I think people can't avoid seeing there are other ships and doing that. But
Atmospheric landable
the thing is, how many people have done the engineering grind and understand it?
Atmospheric landable with life. Landable with atmosphere.
You know, if you value your engineering, because engineered ships are so much better, why would people invest the resources in engineering the old ships that they know are rubbish? So that's a barrier. It's a tricky one. Oh, hello. Oh, they're all single bios. Bacterium and Fonticulias, of course. That's no good.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, they should be making things that are compelling, and rather than just another best ship in the game. I think you're right. But I mean, we could have predicted this was the way it was going to go as soon as they released that first ship. And again, this is a result of the community, a certain part of the community crying out and saying this game is rubbish because there aren't enough ships, because we don't have ship interiors, because we don't have a ship-launched exploration vehicle, because who knows what else. And you know, FDev are actually listening and they are addressing these concerns, but I'm not sure they are the actual concerns, because a ship, there already is variation to the ships. It's nice to have new ships, yeah, but what do they add to the game of them being the best? They started off quite well with the Python Mark II, but the power creep got too big. Let's have a look at Rocky Bodies. Alright. Has this all been discovered yet? Yes, it has. Okay. Biological 4, that's more like it. Okay, we found one. Somebody else has found one anyway, which is always a blessing. We've got one at last. So, where the hell are we? Need Need to first go in that direction. Yeah, I don't know. I think ship interiors. I'm not a programmer. I don't have a clue. Hate programming, but yeah, it's one of them things they would have delivered a while ago if they could have delivered it concisely, but they didn't. Yeah, universal Mark II modules, but that's the problem. Mark II now isn't universal. The whole point of Mark II is that they're only to specific ships, aren't they? So yeah, it's really kind of ruined it. What is that? Siffy? Where the freak are we? What is this? What the hell is this? A spreadsheet here. Yeah, I don't know. It's a shame, really. It was such a good game. I mean, it still is such a good game, but nothing's going to change about playing the game for me. It's just when you're trying to make videos and give your thoughts about things, it's difficult to be positive when the decisions get made in the way they do, and particularly the order of things for me with this Nomad. That was the main issue, that they released the Caspian first off with a deliberate problem.
Scan carbon dioxide atmospheric landable.
And then
Landable with atmosphere.
hello. Right, no, not that one. That one. That one. That one. There we go. Okay, good. Maybe I can just show where the hell I am. Yeah. Oh, actually, we can jump ahead a little bit. Good. Right. So 15 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, Elite Dangerous is timeless. It's make your own fun time. It's a sandbox. It's really what you make of it. I think experiences are. You're right in the experience is really the way to do it. And like the Thargoid War, love it or hate it, it was an experience, and it offered something that was different at the time, and gave commanders something new to do and a new challenge. They need to think of it from the perspective of these challenges, and pushing those. I don't know how they monetize that, but I suppose they continue with the monetization scheme, and that seems to be working for them, as much as whether you hate it or not. You know, it doesn't harm me, the monetization scheme, but I don't know if it does. Oh, hang on. Fruitella. There we go. Right. So, how do we do it? Let's see. What do we do? Bacterium, concha. I need to slow down for a start. Need to remember how I do exobiology. Fruitellas is the hills. So, tussocks. They're the down below bits. Bacterium with the tussocks. Conchas are in a weird kind of crossover place. So maybe we'll go for the conchas and hope for the best.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh, we're way too... Our angle is completely wrong. Yeah, I mean the money aspect is always got to feature, and the thing is, what people forget is that it's not a game to them, it's a resource for making them money. So they want profit. To maximize profit, they need to minimize effort and make constructs that will monetize, keep people engaged to bring more money in, more revenue in. And I think at least from that perspective, the ship selling game seems to work, because people genuinely don't realize that you don't need to buy any ship with money in the game. They seem to believe that that is how you do it because of other games, perhaps. Yeah, oh yeah, you do need to keep the game going, but it's how you do it. And what I'm saying is, what keeps people engaged is the events. Like Distant Worlds 3 was pretty good. To me, it was too long, to be honest. As in not period, it was too long jump wise. You had to have a Caspian if you want to keep up on a weekly basis. I didn't want to miss any of the points, but it engaged a lot of people. But also a lot of people got bored. But that is a community-led event, isn't it? So it was. I liked it how they engaged with that and did get involved with it, even if they kind of the decal was all wrong, wasn't it? Let's try and land this sucker. Oh, there's the conchas. There's the conchas. We'll land on some bumpy terrain. Look at that for easy. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. They've got to be careful with the power creep, though. It's where am I? Oh, I don't understand. I still don't understand. This is why I don't exit the rear. I don't use exit out of the rear ships, and this is one of the reasons why I've not used the hauler a lot, probably because of the rear exit, and that's why it didn't appear in my top 5 back in the day. Rear exits. Hopefully operations works out, but I'm not hearing a lot of positive things from a few tubers about FPS and issues with that. So I don't know how that's going to go. To be honest, it's going to be interesting to see. My computer will be probably one of the ones that will get smashed by it.
You traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
Alright, we've got some tussocks. Have we got any of those little thingies though? And the other hilarious part is as well about the Nomad is you can do that thing, can't you, where you do the pulse scan in case your eyesight is going, which all our eyesight is going, isn't it? As a community, not just because of it, everyone ages. I don't know, but Operations deviates from Elite Dangerous completely. It's not an arcade shooter. It's not an FPS game, and I know that argument's been made with the on-foot stuff a million times. It seems to be the wrong direction to me. But if it engages people, and if it's enjoyable enough, then yeah, why not? If it works, no problems. But my concern is they're putting the resources into the wrong stuff. But I don't know. Until it's released, I won't know if it's any good, will I? I can't second guess it. Now, where is a concha and... We want a conch shell and one of these little things. What is that? Oh, I've not got my thing out. Oh, the other thing you can do, actually, I should be showing people to get your thing out. Get my thing out. Where is it? Data link scanner, no. Composition scanner, yes. Stop beeping. Yeah, to do the old scan. That's the one. Just seeing Acacia short-sighted.
Base value 7.77 million.
Let's find another concha.
150 meters.
Oh yeah. It's the engine that's a problem, and they need the investment for that. So to be able to do these things. No, I don't. I do like ground combat. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I actually like the on foot FPS kind of bit. I enjoy that. I've enjoyed the on foot content. It was painful right at the start before I learnt how to do the engineering properly. And when they made engineering really easy and the payouts for the materials increased, that was a game changer for me. So it's not as bad as it used to be. Yeah. The way players interact is either through extreme violence or ignorance of even knowing that they exist a lot of the time, except for in a community goal, and that's probably the best engagements. Often positive, but there are always the gank errors. Nope, We need to be at the front again. I'm doing it. I'm landing the wrong way around. But look at the. I mean, it's kind of a bit fuzzy. Like the detail on that is pretty rubbish now, isn't it? But I like the landing gear, the way the flaps come down just like that. It's like it's got flared trousers on. I wonder if that affects. It probably just affects the clipping and that, but probably not a massive amount. Maybe that affects the landing footprint on it.
First partial sample collected.
Yeah, 16 man. I'm not sure what my max was, but it was a handful of people on the Titans, maybe 5. I don't think there was anything like 16 when I think it crashed too much, but it's hard to tell. And the Titans, it was such a. Once you get
Minimum distance
large amounts of people,
You
things
traveled over
usually
100
went to hell
meters from
anyway
previous sample.
on the Titans, but there was lots of players on the Spire sites when they existed. Those were really good. That was good cooperation, and it's a shame we lost the Spire sites because they were easy. They were relatively easy, and players had to work together to get the best out of them. I mean, that was the pinnacle, I think, for me, playing
Second
with
partial sample
other
collected.
players, other random players, and it worked really well a lot of the time. It also made lots of arguments as well with some people. But yeah, they need to think of other ways beyond just far guides of people interacting.
Minimum distance reached.
But
You traveled over 150
I suppose it's
meters from
hard,
previous
really.
sample.
It's like taking a cat for a walk. It's not easy. So they sell ships, and they release content which they hope will work. And hopefully FPS works. I'm not going to slag it off until it's arrived. I'll probably just... and I'll see what performance I get out of it. Hey,
Sample collection complete.
Fruitella. That's pretty easy. So our carrier should be arriving in another 5 minutes. We'll swap over to the Sidewinder, I think. Where's those mountains at? That's the mountains over there, isn't it? So we got bacterium somewhere. It makes a funny noise. It goes like ding 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 ding. Yeah, peer to peer. Oh, hello. Who's that? Oh, yeah, we've got that one. We've got that one.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah. The thing is, I feel like I should get every biology on the planet, really. Otherwise, it'll be like, oh, this guy said, oh, you don't need a Nomad. And I would have just got my pulse and I'd have found everything. Pulse beam. Should probably attempt to land on stuff. I wonder if it'll land on this kind of peaky area here. That would be interesting if it could land on that bit there. Right on the top, maybe. There is a landing spot there, look. My dream is that the Nomad, it doesn't have a good deal better landing footprint than this. Or similar even, that would be the dream. It's nice. You could use this ship as well from the bubble. It's got 50 light years.
Landing gear retracted.
It's not the biggest, but in modern kind of context. It's got its quirks, but like you say, people like that. People like something different. Instead of just flying the same stuff, there are people that get curious about it because it does attract people who are into the science fiction, and are curious, naturally curious. So I think it's a shame not to join the people together so that they can work on problems together. Like the Spire sites, yeah, they've got community goals. That's got to be an avenue they could use. And maybe the community goals become more orientated about operations. People have to work together, like to do the hard mode of the operations or something like that. So yeah, I could see it working as long as it's functional and enjoyable. So, and to be enjoyable, they need to have the performance, which, yeah, I don't know, it should be all right. I mean, it's only 4 players, isn't it? FPS might drop a bit, but it's only Doom. It can't be that difficult, surely, to get it. But I suppose it's like making a whole new game in a way. But they're using ships as well, aren't they? So they're using the same engine. If only there was a new engine, but I think I might be in the wrong biome for whatever it is I'm looking for now. Bacterium, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the Caspian, it allows that angle, but only if you put the proper drives on. And isn't the ablative armour as well as something? Although you can get that in lightweight, can't you? So that should be alright. But yeah, it's the thrusters. So that would be a limitation that'll decrease the jump range, and that's good, as it should be. It's a compromise that you have to make, and as you're doing more exobiology, once you've got the Nomad, it does make sense making that compromise. There we go, there's it. We just need the bacterium once we've done this one. I need some landing gear. Can we land on this bumpy bit here?
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, the Caspian, I enjoy it. I just feel that also, as well, I've paid like ARCs for the Caspian, so surely that should mean I get like a discount on the Nomad, in which case I might be tempted to buy it, but I probably won't. But if there's a discount, which there should be, that would be the fair way of doing it. The Caspian Owners Club discount. And there's the, we'll just land it here. Just go behind it a little bit. Nice. But yeah, I like the relaxing part of exobiology, just flying around a planet, doing some landings, scan some stuff. It's
Second partial sample collected.
just a shame you can't really do it as a group. Imagine if you could all scan a sample as a group. So you've got 3 samples, haven't you? You've got 2 teammates. You scan a sample each, and then you get back to your mothership in your Nomads. If they did something crazy like that, that'd be good, but they won't. But
Incoming message.
so you're all like, I've got this sample, I've got that. Oh, come on, Terry. One more sample, and then on to the next one. You get 1 each. That would work. But then you've got limitations of only having 3 people in a team. So you've got a 4th player, I suppose. They can be flying the mothership, watching over everyone. That's the Tussock. I should have got the yeah. You think that'll be 16k standard? No, what, for the Nomad? Are you serious? 32 stellar, 48 galactic. That would be hilarious if that was the price. I mean, yeah, I got the Caspian because I'm into everyone's into the exploration, but yeah. Exploration, do a video about it, review it. And I like building the ships as well. That's what I enjoy doing. Trying to figure out what ship build works best for me.
Confirmed present.
Thinking about what
Base
wouldn't
value
work for other people.
Minimum sample distance
What
500
changes
meters.
there can be. It's
First
interesting.
partial sample collected.
No, the Nomad. Somebody said like 10 or 12 in a podcast, I think it was, I was listening to earlier on. 3 accounts.
Minimum distance
You're
reached.
crazy.
You traveled over 500.
I've only got
meters from
one.
previous sample.
I thought to myself, maybe I'll get another one. Not for making a second account though, just for having a backup login from the same account. Oh, what am I doing? That's not the one. That's not the droid I'm looking for. Look at this. This is like, I've not had any tea today. I've had some chocolate to try and wake up. Yeah. Yeah. I'm wondering whether to just wait for it to come out for credits instead. And proper throw my toys out of the pram on it. I don't know. The thing is, I said it's the Sidewinder is on for the next Exobiology adventure, I think. I owe the Sidewinder, which is why I should be Sidewindering now, actually. Once my Sidewinder arrives, I'm going to switch to that. Oh, I can't see the stratum. Not the stratum. The bacterium. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I wish... yeah, my wife hates most computer games except for the Moomins. I have tried. She can land a plane and things. But it just doesn't interest her whatsoever. And we've only got one computer, but there would be a reason to then buy a second computer, for example, but no. Yeah, she tried VR as well. That was quite interesting. I don't think she was a fan of being a VR in the plane though, because it was too real. It's like when she crashed it, she didn't like that. Yeah, I mean that's to me is it anyway for exobiology. I want the first footfall. I don't really want to be discovering stuff other people have done. I want to do something new. I want to be the first one to set foot on the planet, and obviously get the rewards as well. It's the mentality, isn't it? It's the money mentality, but because you miss out on some fun planets then by only sticking to that mode. Yeah, very specific, but also quite general in its specificity, because you've got the two elements. Because that was what was good about the Caspian before. The Caspian was the best at just standard exploration, and the Mandalay was the best at having that similar kind of jump range, or better jump range but doing exobiology really well. So they had two definite use cases, but now the Caspian will overtake everything. You won't need a Mandalay, a Cobra Mark 5, or whatever you use really. Sidewinder, you probably won't need that, assuming the footprint is smaller. And that's an assumption, we don't know yet. The partners probably won't tell us tomorrow. They'll probably just talk about how awesome it is and without doing any kind of analysis, which is a shame really. But they do what they do, It's about smiling and going, "Whee! This is great!" And Ben was doing that as well to an extent. But at least he just think about things more constructively rather than just being positive for the sake of being positive. And I don't want to disagree with anybody who's positive about the Nomad, because I was one of them that wanted the Nomad back in the day, so it's like, well, wouldn't that be great? So it would be wrong of me to say that, but I'd like to try it, but I don't want to pay for it. Nice. Right, what are we on? So let's have a look at the everything collected. So, no problems. That's a beautiful sight. Look at that planet. Yeah, do you think that's their dream shot? Operations. Do you think this is it? This is what their goal is now? To flip things a bit get people more into the on foot stuff, or just to engage the community more.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, the mining vessel. I don't know if it is, but I don't know how it's going to work. There's got to be something like that. They've got to do a mining vessel because it's what everyone's asked for. But how would a... Yeah, if it has a back end changes, but that's a lot of investment. But it has been delayed a lot, so maybe they are investing in it. It's really hard to tell. But they're a company. But they also recognise that to make money they have to deliver as well, otherwise as a game they're not going to succeed. But having said that, Star Citizen have done pretty well. What am I looking for? My D-scanner. Yeah, the Mark II bay on the Type 11. So was that the plan from the start? It seems so, because I slagged it off for having... Or maybe I didn't slag that one off for having an SLF bay. Maybe I did, I can't remember. But yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense at the time, but now it does. HMC, that's what we want. We want it to have some biology on it. And then we get our Sidewinder out.
Body B1. Helium atmospheric landable.
Oh, helium.
Landable
That's
with
no
atmosphere.
good. Yeah, eventually it's going to be the Anaconda Mark II, but that's not... People keep saying it's going to be a large combat, but I don't know. I think it will be, but I don't know when. I find it hard to visualize what it's going to be as well. Like power-wise, you know, it's going to be overpowered, but when you look at the stats of the Kestrel, which is a small ship, how's that going to work? What's the difference going to be? Is it going to be like 3 Kestrels tied together? I don't know. And then what about another medium ship? How would that fit in the middle of the two if you had another medium combat ship at some point in the future? Would that be better than the new large combat, which would make a necessity for a new large combat next year? I mean, it's the power creep. How do you keep going forwards? I mean, these are ships that are hundreds of years old. Landing gear's a good idea. So it's odd that they're suddenly, if you're looking at it from like a technological advancement perspective, it's not very realistic, is it? But it is a game. And they do need to make money, and this is the monetization scheme. So what do we... Oh, I'll show you what the ship is first before I move on to the next one. I'll show you what I've got on board, but the links, they're not in the description. Well, the links to this ship build will be in one of the videos on the description. I think the top 5 video or the exobiology video are both overcharged on that to a performance. This is the one, advanced performance thrusters, to give it that 699 eventually. Normal SCO, 1D live support, but a 3H FSD booster, a 3 fuel scoop, which is really good, a Shield Jenny, auto field maintenance unit. You can fit a lot onto this hauler considering it's such a small ship. It's a bit like a multi-use. Well, it is a bit like a small multi-use really before the Cobra 5, and well, actually the Cobra 3 was always better than it, but a very small multi-use. Yeah, the question is, when are they going to release the large combat? It's going to be, is it going to be August or is it going to be Christmas? I'd go for Christmas because then you can maximise the money, because the arcs will be the most expensive. So something in August, what will that be? But you also probably don't want to launch 2 ship launched vehicles back to back. You probably want another full blown ship. But who knows, maybe they won't. Maybe they will do. If they figured it out somehow, the And I don't know how the mining ship works as well. What does a mining SLV look like? So this is my Sidewinder. This was supposed to be nothing on the hard points. This was supposed to be for Distant Worlds 3, but I only got it out for a little bit of. Look, there's no experimental on the lightweight. That's how old the ship is. Obviously, it's my first ship. Overcharged to a very similar enhanced performance thrusters. Yeah, 16k axe. Is that an actual number then? Have they released the numbers? Because that was what Karma was seeing, but I didn't believe him. Life support, power distributor. This is probably bigger than it needs to be. It could be a 1D, but this was like I made it into a combat ship for a while, so that's why it's got a larger distributor than it needs. Fuel scoop, booster, shield gen 1. Is that? No, it's a standard 1A shield gen. Fuel tank, that's for SCO usage because SCO's terrible. Should really get rid of the super cruise, but I'm leaving it. And that is it. So, what have we got in this system? We've got nothing, haven't we? This is a nothing star system. What's that there? What is that there? Geological 3. Well, that's the helium we just found. 60k for Galactic. What the hell? See, Karma said that earlier. I didn't believe him. That is crazy. No, I'm not buying that. Sorry. People can make their own choices. They don't need some YouTuber to tell them what to do. They'll buy it whether you say buy it or not. And I would find it hard to argue to say it's a bad ship for what it is. We want to... So route settings to economical. So as you can see. And we'll go out this way. And we'll see what we can find.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, so it's just a second laser for the mining. In that case, you'd want quite a big one, a chunky ship, surely. But having said that, if you have like a medium-sized mining minigun thing, which would be absolutely insane on a ship-launched vehicle, rather than the large one you have on the mothership, maybe that would increase the yield nicely, as long as but they should make it so that only players can fly it. Obviously, people do not want that. They want to be able to hire crew and use that, and that would work really well. Obviously, you want the crew member to be able to use it because you need a crew member to defend the ship as well. You could take on board 2 crew members, in fact, and then sack them once you drop your load off every time. What do we want on this one? So let's check it out. 40 bodies. Are there any good bodies? No, there aren't. Those are all rubbish. Let's just double check just to make sure nobody's made a mistake. Nope. Okay, good.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I mean a super limpet. Imagine them being incompetent and smashing into your big chunks as well and ruining your yield. But yeah, if you had a chum who was into the game, yeah, that would be pretty good. A way of people working together. And if you could have multiples, it's only a 5 though, isn't it, on the... But yeah, I don't know if the engine could handle multiples. Nice. Right, let's see if we've got anything. 16 bodies on this one. Anyone discovered this one before? Nope. So it's probably useless, but we'll try it anyway. I'll do SCO just for a bit of a laugh. I should have done that straight away. Yeah, I mean, I can see the merits of it if you're working together on, but what I would prefer, well, maybe it's a start. like if you have like the one SLV on your T11, then they release the T10 Mark II in the future. You could have multiple friends helping you. That would be pretty good. Icy bodies. This is no good, is it? Gas giants. Icy bodies. That is useless. No. Let's grab a few of them, why not? So confuse somebody. Of 16. Yeah, well, with the Panther Clipper, but the Panther Clipper will get it. Actually, no, you're right, the Panther Clipper, that makes sense. If they did it with a Panther Clipper, that would fix the problems with the Panther Clipper, which is that now it's more limited with how quick it can get the ore out. But if you had some lasers and some collectors, I don't know, how the hell would you do it? Really, you want more power, but then you don't have enough collectors. So yeah, you'd want the collectors, I suppose, more than anything, perhaps. Or a bit of both, collectors and lasers. But yeah, speeding up, because the Panther has loads of potential. But working as a team. But then again, squadrons do it anyway. Like Ben was doing it, where they had people that were mining, and had the miner lasers, had the Panther Clippers, picking the gear up and delivering it to the carrier. So the Panther Clipper was only doing the pickups. That was the duty, so that worked really well, I think, and save time. So there already is ways of players playing together without the need of this. But I suppose when they're working with a carrier, and they can spread the wealth as well with a squadron carrier. Jump, because it's it's a bank that goes towards the squadron, doesn't it? Yeah, it would speed up the core mining. That would be useful. I mean, maybe they could find the cores as well. They could scan for the cores to if they had like a limpet, if they had a limpet, but they probably won't have a limpet, will they? But if they did have a prospector limpet on board, they could find the asteroids to the splits to begin with, which is one of the tricky things about the old core mining, especially if you can't figure out which one's which. But I don't know if it's going to solve anything that can't be solved with the ships that are already in game. It depends on how they utilise it, and at least there are the partners. I know they may criticise the partners, but at least they do some testing. But as long as it's like, they're testing it from a perspective of somebody with experience in the profession of the ship that it's designed for that profession, rather than just talking nonsense and just going, "Woo! Look at this! It's amazing! Oh, look at this! It needs more power," without knowing the implications on balance in the game. And the game still needs to be challenging. We can't just have it. It needs to have a challenge. You can't just. But yeah, working together cooperatively. If the new SLVs can do that, to make teams work together, then all the better for it. And that's what the focus should be. But I don't know if it will be. We'll find out. Maybe not with the Nomad, but certainly with the other SLVs. The mining SLV will be the big one to figure out. 11 of 15. We've still not got any good ones. I'm going the wrong way around as well. Icy bodies. Oh, it's just all rubbish now, isn't it? What are we on? 20 or 9?
Body C3. Near atmospheric landable. Landable with
But imagine if a mining SLV could scoop up large numbers of the fragments and return them to the T11. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because it doesn't take that long anyway with a T11 to scoop up all the fragments, so it doesn't take a massive amount of time. It's already got, is it 14 limpets? It's already got 1 million limpets already, so I don't think that's a big like pause on time. Maybe it's a, is it 30 seconds, 45 seconds at the end of every blast? I'm not sure. It's been a while. Today I've retired all of the other miners really, except for the T11. The Panther is still in there. Maybe I kept the Anaconda on board, but every other miner has got retired. The T10 got retired, the Cutter, the Corvette retired, the Python, that's retired. I've retired them all. Nicely engineered. I think most of them are fully engineered as well, so yeah, fully engineered ships. Right, what are we on? 2 bodies, that's no good.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know if I fancy getting into mining at the moment, but multiplayer mining, that might be interesting though. I wouldn't mind being a spare part, I suppose, on somebody else's mining expedition. Yeah, well, the limpets crash, but most of them don't. If you orientate your ship properly, they don't crash. I think a lot of it was the mining minigun launcher was blasting them to smithereens. And orientation. As long as you're orientated, like I think if you face the asteroid, or aren't you facing the bottom of the asteroid, and you're pointing downwards, so the limpets are coming off downwards towards your cargo hatch, and then the limpets go around in a big circle, so they shouldn't be crashing. What the hell am I doing here? Let's keep going. Oh, we have got some bits and pieces. Icy bodies, asteroids, gas giants. No, I don't fancy that. Let's keep going.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, you want to wait for your limpets to finish. I wait for them to... Now they do that circle of doom, don't they, to tell you that they've finished, which was a feature of... Was it the T11 that invented that little beauty? Oh yeah, you could do that. You could, if you had SLV helpers. If they had a... Now this would be the good bit. If they had a sucker on front of the ship, it's space, so suckers don't work. But imagine there is a special magic sucker that works without an atmosphere. And you've got a vacuum cleaner that for some reason works in space. Yeah, I'd agree, that would work. So you've got the dudes left behind, they suck up your bits while you go on to the next. So yeah, that would work. The science, I'm sure they can invent the science. Tractor beams. We got tractor beams in Star Trek, so we could have tractor beams. A tractor sucker, though, I'd want it to be precise. Yeah, I mean, I could see it working, but I'm not sure it would make a massive amount of efficiency benefits to the T11 though. But yeah, if you've got one person scouting ahead for the next asteroid, one that's sucking up the final bits, and then you moving on to the one that's been scouted, that would be efficient actually. If you're not, but then again, they have mapped mining, but I've never used mapped mining. If you don't use mapped mining, yeah, there could be efficiencies to be gained from that. With 3 players, yeah. But they need to consider the usage and the way players are going to use it, which, well, they will be doing, and I just fear that sometimes they just make the numbers go up as a solution rather than letting the players think up the solution themselves. Because it's not a stupid player base. You know, you've got other games that have stupid player bases, but Elite Dangerous generally isn't one of them. There are stupid arguments sometimes that don't make sense between players, but that doesn't mean that the players are stupid. But yeah, FDev need to consider that they can't just lob on
Body A3B.
a bigger number
Methane
every
atmospheric
time.
landable with life.
It's not always a solution.
Landable with atmosphere.
But we will see. We'll see how they do it. Oh, hello. Completely missed one there. What the hell is that? Oh, it's that one of those. Not having much joy about... Normally I find millions, but I'm in a bit of a rubbish area. What are these? 26 bodies and none of them... Oh, one with 2 BIOS, but they're both rubbish BIOS. And they've not got any mountains, so that's no good. Yeah, it's these icy planets, isn't it? That's the problem. That's ruining it for me. There we go, asteroids. The important one, asteroids, of course. Let's get this big one done. They've not, well, I don't think it can hoover up materials. It may be able to, but that's not something they've talked about. But it can do the pulse scan. It will not scan the exobiology. You still need to get out of the ship for that. That's what is known so far. So you still need to get out of your ship, basically. But you know, if you do exobiology, eventually, you know, you don't. It's handy for the bacterium, isn't it? But who wants to scan bacterium anyway? There we go. Right, we've got bacterium or fonticulia. I don't know. Let's keep on going. I don't feel fonticulia is going to have any nice rocks to land on. It's just craters and kind of undulations on the surface, not the kind of mountains we're looking for. But the Sidewinder's a beautiful ship. You know, you don't need to buy the Nomad. Yeah, it can do the pulse scan that your hand scanner can do, but it can't scan the plants, basically. Which I demonstrated earlier on in the video, but you know what a pulse scanner is, I'm assuming. Let's see what we've got here. One body, obviously. What are we on? 46 minutes since the carrier arrived. Yeah, we want to find a star system with some nice planets, which we normally find. I might have to get out the other solution. What is it? Is that me there? I've got an exobiology guide. Actually, I've got the links in here. What am I on about? Get a Spanish search going to try and find a decent planet with about 5 signals, ideally. 3 bodies, all stars. Alright, Spanish. Get Spanish out. Oh, I need to sort these out. Exobiology stratum.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be combating any of the actual plants, though, would you? Skimmers will kill a nomad. Yeah. It's a bit odd because they're releasing it with operations, so you think it would be good at that kind of thing. 5 bodies. Okay. None of them discovered yet. Icy bodies and gas giants. Right, I'm going to do a Spanish search, I think. Because we need some HMCs really, because with stuff on them. So Siffy OLRB330. That one, please. And we'll do a Spanish search. And while it's searching, oh, hang on, it's found some. So that is thin ammonia, distance 54 light years. XL16. Okay, we'll try that. Why not? Which means we need to change our route settings to being fastest again. We'll try this one. 490. What the hell? Obviously I've clicked in the wrong Siffy. Bloody hell. Yeah. Then what the hell is it searching for? Siffy OLB OLR OLU. No L. Christ almighty. Just get it right, you scumbag. Okay, let's try again. I'm going to write it in Siffy OLR. Yeah, I didn't think I'd have to do this. I thought I would have found somewhere by now. Do a Spanish search to find not stratum tectonicus. Siffy OLR. Maybe it's not got it on the log, which would make sense because main fields, reference system, OLU, OL, oh right. What about OLB48 then? Right, okay. How far away is that? 35 light years. Let's try that one. 878 light years off, for feck's sake. There's actually a way of copying the numbers, isn't there? So I should probably learn how to do that. The skimmers though are rubbish, so how would a skimmer be able to kill a nomad? Because even like the standard buggy, the skimmers don't kill that easy, so it's a bit odd that the nomads... Oh, no, don't jump that way. I've screwed it up now. Need to put it on... Well, let's just do that route. We need to get out of this area to probably find some more lucky places. And see if we can find our dream shot. Before we get the carrier in.
3, 2.
Oh, has he got the as a nomad? Has he got a nomad today then? Oh yeah, it's Monday, isn't it? Ah, so this is all come out then, yeah. I've been completely in the dark about it.
Fuel scoping.
Yeah, that's a bit pathetic. So the pulse lasers don't work very well. He's not very armoured. So he's not combat. Actually, Exorcist is alright. I forgot he's a partner as well then. Let's think of the other ones, the terrible ones. I always end up watching the ones that are terrible. I'm surprised the terrible ones didn't appear in my feed today. Nope, no bodies. He's the American guy, isn't he? Exorcist that goes, here, I'm an American guy. Oh, overheating a bit. I'll turn the fan off now. I'm not overheating. I just feel quite warm, and maybe it's a computer. Maybe it's the heat in the Sidewinder. Oh, let's see. What are we on? 1 hour 25. Okay, so I'm sure we can hit it now. Did anybody do any exobiology landings with the Nomad then? To see how good it is at landing on planets, which is its main feature. Right. What have we got in this system? Nothing. Yeah, sitting off a star. Right, we'll go back to the usual, I think.
Warning. Temperature critical.
It does land anywhere, even on really steep hills.
Frame shift.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, see, I should have watched the videos before doing this video, but I've just not had time today to watch the partner content. And I always end up watching the wrong bloody partner anyway, so the ones that spend time just going woo, whiz, bang and stuff, and yeah. Because it was just like a block of wood, isn't it? So it just sucks itself onto anything. That's any surface. That's interesting. I'm going to have to watch that and see what that's about.
Fuel scooping.
Well, you don't need the Nomad.
Fuel scooping complete.
Exobiology without the Nomad. Right, where are we? Let's go forwards in time and see if we can find one more place. Come on. Economical routes. That's all we've got to do. Come on. Can't be that hard.
Drive charging.
Well, yeah. It should be able to land anywhere for that many arcs. But I think it's just funny. I just wonder how it sticks to the side. If it sticks to the side of like a proper vertical mountain slope that nothing would land on, that would be hilarious. I would like to see that. You know, like a slug sticks to a window. That kind of stickiness on the bottom. Like it's like got a big slug foot. That would be funny. And then when you get out, you fall down the mountain and you can't get back in again. That would be amazing. Alright, what are we on? Bodies 4. Oh, that's right, is it? Hang on. There's got to be one body that's a planet then. What is the planet? It's an icy body. No thanks.
Frame shift. Drive charging.
Oh, that's quite interesting that you can get. So they were looking at very small places on facilities and stations and getting into crevices you're not supposed to be. That sounds like a new hobby. It's not sold it to me though. 16,000 arcs. That's 5 times more than I was willing to pay. No, sorry, no, get it right. 3 times more than I was willing to pay for it. It's yeah, but it costs the same to develop, I suppose, as a ship. The kind of details they've put in, perhaps. Don't know. Here we go. This is more like it. Come on. Is it more like it though? It's icy bodies, rocky icy worlds, a gas giant, but there's 32 of them. Has anyone discovered these already? Yeah, that doesn't look promising to me.
Frameshift drive charging.
Wow. Yeah, I want to watch the Nomad videos now.
4, 3,
Let's have a look. It's on the YouTubes. The Dangerous Nomad. Who does it come up with? Secret feature revealed. The Burr Pit is number 1. Oh, Commander Exorcist is number 2. First flight and Nomad interior preview. Oh, that's hilarious. Right, this is more like it. And I'm not far enough away from the star. But there's a water world for those who are into that kind of thing. Hang on, if there's a water world, this is probably already discovered, isn't it? But we'll keep on going anyway. Yeah, Commander Exorcist and Ghost Giraffe. Oh, they're live, that's why. Oh, I did it wrong, you see. I thought it was all releasing tomorrow, see, on a Tuesday. That's why. I thought it was releasing then. That's why I've not been looking for it. It's not come out in my feed either, but then again, my feed hasn't been up to much today. My YouTubes. Yeah. Yeah, you probably would want the... well, you'd want the flora to actually march up to your ship and circle your ship, 3 of each. So you just go around in a circle with the... And it does one big pulse scan that scans them all at once. That's basically what you want for 60,000 arcs.
45.
Oh,
Methane rich atmospheric
landable.
landable.
Methane, that's
Landable
got
with
promise.
atmosphere.
We might have one to land on now. But no, I'm just going to be using the Sidewinder instead. I'm going to be the poor guy with a Sidewinder because I can't afford him a Nomad.
System scan complete.
Right, what have we got? What have we got? So, did we have biologicals? No, we haven't. Oh, for f***'s sake.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, an exploration SOV that only does Exos pinging. I don't know. What would you want it to do though? What's it gonna do? Like exploration, it's the rewards of exploration only go to the commander of the ship, doesn't it? So if you're just on board the ship with the commander, what happens there? Because if you're doing the scans yourself, then it's your reward, isn't it? And your first footfall. So you can't do it together and reap the rewards of first football, can you? I think it's limited in the choice, I suppose. And maybe it's maybe the Nomad is just there to test the system, to see what the response is from the community, to see how much money they're willing to spend on it before they invest in the resources that it take for something a bit more in depth, that has more gameplay, multiplayer gameplay, perhaps, like the mining one. Yeah, well, exobiology is part of exploration, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, if you're going to split them up into 2, yeah.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
But maybe the thing is, the one that sucks up the ground materials is going to be a different SLV altogether. That's going to be the new one. It's going to be like, oh yeah, There we go. Is that? No, that's not. That's not got any good bacterials on it. Like you'll have an SLV that will be for materials gathering. You'll have the mining SLV. I don't know. I don't know what else is there. What other SLVs can we have? And the big one to me for exploration would be the underwater SLV when they have water worlds, which will be never, but that would be nice. But I'd rather have the Moray Starboat than that. The only ship you ever need for underwater. Yeah, maybe 16k more arcs will buy you the Hoover. That's all I wanted, a Hoover attachment on it. Just because it would have been fun. And that would have tempted me, to be honest. But 16 grand. Would it 16 grand tempt me? No, probably not. Would be funny though.
43.
I would like to see all those materials getting sucked up like.
Frameshift drive charging.
Repair SLV, yeah, repair SLV. That would have been more useful if it had a repair function on the SLV for exploration. But maybe they'll have two SLVs. They'll have the Exobiology SLV, the repair SLV. So you just take that with you, and you can go outside and you can do the repairs with little fingers going like this, moving plates and welding them to the ship. That would be pretty funny. I mean, not funny, pretty good, but they won't do that.
Fuel scooping.
But yeah, why won't they do it though? So we're all rely on the repair Olympics. 4 bodies. Still no joy.
Frameshift drive.
I can't believe I didn't find one system. I was looking for it in my lunch break for one system that's got loads of exobiology, so that I'd start off there, then I'd go off into the black. But I didn't do it. I didn't find a single system.
3, 2,
And now I'm on the stream to run out of time trying to find systems while setting up the stream to try and find one that was usable. Stratum bloody Tectonicus, that's what I found. Yeah, the fuel rats would love one, wouldn't they? They'd love. You're right. The fuel rats would like a refueling SLV. They'd be well up for that. One that has a pipe that comes from your fuel tank, and you can actually. That would be amazing if you could do like air-to-air refueling kind of thing. It was a whole mini game. That'd be good. They should definitely do that. Hello. What's in there? No, I've not honked. But there's so many things that might work nicely. So it does offer more options, and I'm sure enough people will purchase it, even that 16,000 arcs,
Landable and terraformable.
that they'll build some
Landable
more
with
of them. But I suppose it's inevitable they'll build a combat one for people who just want to do combat in a ship because it's easier. Like it'd be a tank SLV, wouldn't it? Or what's that?
Landable with life.
One
May
bio,
host a new
bacterium or
personal
fonticulia. Yeah,
Landable
of
with
course it
atmosphere.
is. What else have we got? What else is there? Just ice worlds, isn't it? Or arse worlds, as they're called.
43B. Methane atmospheric landable with life.
Methane.
May host
What's
a new
that got?
personal
Nothing.
codex entry. Landable with
Nothing.
atmosphere.
Bacteriums. Yeah. Okay. It's just one of them bacterium systems, isn't it? Oh, to hell with this. Let's move.
frameshift drive.
Oh, let's bounce, as the cool kids say. Let's bounce. Yeah, this is how you do it. The good old exploration in a sidewinder. You're not messing about, because it doesn't make a difference once you're out in the black. It don't make a difference if you're in a sidewinder or a Caspian, as long as you don't like smashing your ships up. And exobiology is pretty easy anyway. You don't come across high G planets that involve the kind of ship smashage. As long as you've got a good shield on it, you should be able to survive most scenarios. Unless you fly drunk. And then all bets are off then. Yes, yeah. Yeah, because now hopefully my stream doesn't look like I've got the actual bloody... I'm a bit worried now that it's like... Did I word it properly? Because I was pissing around with the wording for ages on that. Top 5 exobiology ships. Where is it? Why you don't need a Nomad exobiology ship. Small ship for small spaces. Life without Nomad. It says without Nomad, so no one's going to click on the video thinking, oh yeah, this is a Nomad. This is a Nomad video about nomads. Small ships for small spaces is what it should say. Alright. As it is currently, larger ship, blah 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 blah. I mean, it's quite clear what my stream's about. I don't care if people join anyway. It's like, it's fine. I wasn't trying to bait people because you don't make money off streaming, basically, into watching this video. But I'm a bit worried that someone's going to join and be very disappointed. But there's no adverts on it, so there shouldn't be any advertising on this stream. It's not interesting enough for me to do a bit of a monetization scheme post broadcast, if you call it a broadcast. It's a broadcast to the world. Has my fan gone off? It's gone off again. It's run out of battery. Oh no, it's not. I turned it off. Turn it back on again. It's the cat fan. You need your small fans. I might turn it on the cat tonight. See if she can cope with it. Keep her cool. Although she sleeps in a cool place, so tomorrow daytime I might put it on her. Right, it's 9 bodies. What are these bodies going to be? Let's have a quick look. 3 chubsters, okay. Are any of these got anything good? Icy bodies and HMCs. Oh, shiza. Right. High metal content worlds. We're gonna find it this time. Just one. Not stratum tectonicus, but one that offers stratum tectonicus, but with about 3 or 4 others. That's all we want. Fonticulia, Frutella, Fruxtella, you know that, all the good stuff. No, 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 nothing. And if I could type fast enough, can we do that copy and paste thing where you... Isn't there a button for copying on the galaxy map? The star system? Maybe I'll try that again. Because we've got to have body details there. For that. Yeah, it's quite warm, it's quite hot. Although it's evening, it's like nearly 2100, it's still warm. And it's even warmer tomorrow. It could be 30 degrees. Well, it will. Looks like it will be 30 degrees in Wales. What's that? 8 bodies, right? So what's that button? Isn't there a button to copy and paste somewhere in here? Not that one. It must be that one. Clear target. Here's one of these. Copy target name. Yes. See, this is something that I learned at some point and then forgot about. Main fields. If we put that in as a reference system. Yes, it's found it. And search for it. It finds some options. Right. 65 light years. Okay, not ideal for this ship, but we can make it work. And how many bodies has that got? Just the one. One signal. I think we'll take the hit on the jump range and... Oh, what the hell? I definitely copied the right one then. Freaking It was greyed out though, so I just don't know how to use Spanish basically. I don't know how to use Spanish. Maybe the next one I'll be able to copy correctly and it'll find it, but this is just the arse end of nowhere where I am, but not the good arse, because it's not got the kind of systems we're looking for. The problem is when I jump longer distances is the fuel usage on the Sidewinder. Oh, 14 bodies. Get excited even though it's going to be terrible. Alright, first off, has anyone discovered it? Hopefully, because that might mean... Oh, no. Right, let's see what we've got. Icy bodies. Gas giants. Nope. But I find it all a bit odd, the whole idea of introducing, like, I find it was comedy. It was pure comedy when they released the Caspian, and they said the landing footprint is amazing for a large ship. You will be pleasantly surprised. Not those exact words, but they sold it on having a good footprint, a good landing profile for doing the planetary landings, i.e. exobiology. And then it was horrific. And then they released the Nomad to fix that and pretend that was not the plan all along. Oh, we've not got anything here. This is all... It's all tumbleweeds out here. We are going to find some work for your Sidewinder. This is what my Sidewinder mission's all about as well. Yeah, but it's like they planned this whole, like they extended the pulse radius, didn't they, for a long distance, well ahead of the, wasn't it when the Caspian came out as well? Because everyone's like, oh, why have they got a bigger pulse distance for your hand pulse scanner? And it's purely because it's the same scan pulse, or it's testing the pulse for the Nomad. That was just the beta phase, wasn't it? Well, yeah, well, it's not meant to be the Nomad's hate stream. It's meant to be the alternatives to Nomad stream, but there is a certain amount of viciousness coming from me at the moment, because I think the way they've implemented it, the timing and everything, is just wrong, to be honest. So, and it's not helping that I'm not finding the bodies that I really want to be able to find some good exobiology. It's all kind of rubbish stuff. But the point is to demonstrate how good the Sidewinder, the Hauler, the ships that already exist in the game, how good they can be at exobiology, which I'm... Right at the very start of the stream, I showed you one landing in the hills and one landing in a crevice, which is with the Hauler, but now I want to show the Sidewinder. But I think I'm just going to have to suck it and see, and just go to a rocky body with rubbish bacterium and then just go into the mountains to demonstrate it, because I'm not going to do it in an exobiology sense of the word. Oh, what the hell? What is all this? What is all this crap? Oh, that's what it is. It's that crap. Let's clear that out for a start. Mucky nonsense. Still no exo, still no biology. And they say biology is quite rare in the universe potentially, but nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. No, I don't think it's hate. Yeah, I mean, if you want to buy if you want to pay 16k arcs on it, then you know there is a use case for it, and it will make the Caspian, I'm assuming, a very good exobiology ship, and probably the best explorer ship in the entire game. Finally, properly. So there's no reason to hate the Nomad as a utility, as a vehicle, but I think my hate is from the implementation of when they released it, rather than release it during Distant Worlds 3. And that's when I needed it. That's when I might have paid 16,000 arcs for it, but I didn't, because it wasn't released then. So, but yeah, if you want to hate the Nomad, that's also fine as well. But there's probably no reason to hate it. I mean, I hate the ARX price for it. If that's the criticism that I'll put, the serious criticism is the cost. For what is a module, I'm not paying 16,000 ARX for a module. I'll leave other YouTubers to do that, and you know, I could do a video on it and that would make probably money. It might even pay for the 16,000 ARX, but I don't want to. I don't think I could be positive enough, and I'm probably a bit biased now, but I'm sure I'll do it once it releases for a coin. I'll do a video of it perhaps, and I won't be negative, I'll be unbiased hopefully, but as unbiased as you can be as a human being, because there's, oh hello, we've got some heat, positives and negatives. But with the Nomad, the negative is the ARX. The positive is it fixes your Caspian Explorer for planetary landings. Yes. But no, the idea of this stream though, it's just to show the smaller ships that exist in the game and show them doing some exobiology, which if I'd have planned it out a bit better, I'd have gone to known systems instead of going to new systems, which is not really good for the stream because I'm not finding any systems with anything other than bacterium, which is absolutely no good for mountainous exobiology. Wow. I'm still staggered by the ARX prices. That 16,000 is the start, but it actually goes up. I can't believe anybody would pay that kind of money for it. I'm into exobiology, but I just don't see it as being of use to me. You know, I've got a Mandalay, I've got a carrier, so I don't need to fly the Caspian for that reason. 23 bodies. This is a terrible chance because it will have rubbish on it, won't it? Actually, first off, what is it? Is it pre-discovered? Yes, it is. Good. Pre-discovered is best. There's a chance. Biological 2. Two on an argon. Fonticulia and bacterium. Oh yeah, good. Thank you. That's no good. Yeah, Karma, it's phenomenal pricing. What is the interior and the holo packages? 60,000 for your ship interior. So the interior is just a skin. Is that what that was what you're saying, wasn't it? That it's not a real interior, but I think it is quite hilarious that they use the word. How many people are going to get mugged off by it and missold? That sounds like a missell, if anything. 27 bodies. Very good chance. Has it been discovered already? I hope so. I hope we've got some... Oh, there we go. What's this? Come on. Biological 8! Yes! It's fucking here! And what about this one? What about this one? 2? No. What about one? 3? That's not too bad. Alright. Alright. Copy name. Can we copy the name? So we've got Siffy Mix DK8. Alright, what are we on? What are we on? We're on something, that's for sure. Finally, right. What have we on? We've got the big one, is the 8. So we're going to go for that one. Oh, it took long enough to find this, so I'm going to get the third ship in the game now, as well. Finally going to get some good work done. I'm just going to leave that on auto cruise while we get the carrier in. Get the carrier in on the game. Come on. The exobiology stream, where there is no exobiology whatsoever. That is What? I'm not that far away. I'm not that far away. What are you... I think I'm copy and pasting the wrong things. I don't know what I'm copy and pasting there. I don't know how to use copy and paste, surely. Right, where's me? There's me. Is that the one? C17, or is it actually D8 813? No, hang on. Yeah, it is 813, right. Ah, yes. Yeah, I'm a bit paranoid of using the wrong map. Jumping my carrier to the wrong place. I can't have got that far, can I? So D13 and whatever. If we view the system map, if we jump it around... Is it this one? No, it's this one. Biological 3. Good. Oh, it's not holographic. Oh, you're saying it... So... Is it because it's... you've got neon lights? Neon strips? Is that like the strips, the neon strips they've got underneath cars? You know, like when the youths put the neon lights underneath the cars. Has it actually got that on it? I don't have a clue. I've not seen any of the videos, which I assumed were coming out tomorrow. But neon light kit, that sold it to me. 60,000 arcs sold. I mean, what even is 60,000 arcs? Hell, that's a lot of money. That's a hell of a lot of money. What is it? Elite, dangerous, arcs, store. I can't remember what an arcs even is.
Body ABC2E. Toscan carbon dioxide.
So 60,000. 25 quid for 54,000. 100,000 is 44.
Body ABC2F.
Oh, get off. What are you doing,
carbon
mate?
dioxide atmospheric landable. May host a new personal codex entry. Landable with
What?
atmosphere. Body
So,
ABC2D.
somewhere in the
Toscan
region of
carbon dioxide
20...
atmospheric landable.
Well, nearly
New
30
personal
quid,
codex
isn't it,
entry.
basically? 30
Landable
quid
with atmosphere.
for neon lights. Yeah, ricer is the word, isn't it? Yeah, ricer. That's the American... I think the American word, that, isn't it? For the... 'cause it's the Japanese import cars. But I'm not sure. Is that racist? Using ricer? I don't know. I'm not up to date. Because we don't use that word in the UK. What do we use for that? I don't know. I can't remember the words now. But I should know these. 4 probes. Do it in 3. Don't need 4. Well, if I position them correctly. So nice. What have we got on these potentially? Bioinsights has nothing because I've not scanned it yet. $40.
Surface
Ah.
Body ABC2D. May host
So you don't
codex
care.
entry and has high
That's all right
biological
then.
value.
Let's have a look. I don't know. I suppose the rice is in reference to the origin of the cars, though, isn't it? What the hell are we looking for? Cactoida tussock. Frutella. That's what we want. Some frutella. And cactoid is going to be somewhere. But we need to do it. Concha is in that hole there. Oh, that sounds fun. I'm going to go for the hole, if I can. If I can get the angle on it. Always go for the hole. And frutella is going to be up in the hills somewhere.
orbital flight
We're just going to have to use the force on this one. But I'm going for that hole. Yes! Nice. So what have we got? We've got all sorts. Frutella, osseous, fractus. No stratums. No alioides. Did they? Rice rockets? Oh. Rice rockets. That's a bit odd. That does sound a bit racist now you say it. It sounds odd. It just sounds an odd thing to say, a rice rocket. But I suppose it doesn't sound odd if you've brought up with it. It probably sounds normal. But to me, the Japanese bikes, like the sports bikes, they were all the rage. That's all I knew really is that was the dream, wasn't it? Rather than being something of an odyssey, because I missed that bit. Because when the Japanese started doing their pressed steel, wasn't it, and really beginning to lead the world, and the English with their bikes were still using the old techniques, and eventually they fell behind, obviously, and there was a transition, and then the Japanese started doing the fast bikes, the Kawasaki, the Kawasaki Ninja, wasn't it? I can't remember what the letters were on that, but Tom Cruise had it in his film. You might have seen it, Top Guns. Oh, what is that there? That's a funky little plant. That is a funky plant.
Is confirmed present. Base value 2.68 million. Minimum
All
sample
right.
distance 300
We need to go
meters.
past it, don't we, and then land. Have we got our landing gear down? Because we should be able to land on this. Why is my landing gear not working? There we go. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with rice. It's good. I eat rice all the time, but I suppose it's like the British. I don't know. Is it potatoes? Potato eaters, pie eaters. I don't know. We do the same with Wigan people. They call them pie eaters. People from a specific part of the world because they eat pies. Those pink things were pretty good. I like a bit of them.
Distance reached. You traveled over 300 meters from previous sample.
Pink things. Are we still in that crater? That was like a crazy crater. Oh, we're in the mountains. So what are we searching for? Fungoida. Everyone's favourite Fungoida. Oh, this is the dream. This is the Fungoida dream. We're in the mountains here. Well, not really proper, but... And that Fungoida was such a funky colour, we should be able to see it. We don't need no pulse scanner. We don't need no damn pulse scanner. Oh, we can land on top of here. I mean, that's a pretty easy one, isn't it? Like, you should be able to land on top of there. I mean, even... Could a Mandalay do that? Maybe. But Mandalay probably wouldn't be able to land on this edge here. No, I don't... The Mandalay probably couldn't do that. I mean, it doesn't look that impressive, but... That's the small footprint there. Somebody's going to compare the Nomad to this because it's the smallest footprint and the best. Krauts, yeah, because of the sauerkraut cabbage. Is it pickled cabbage, isn't it? Sauerkraut. The krauts, yeah. But I don't know if that's racist. Yeah, well. Oh, hello. Well, look at this one here. Look at all these samples that we could get, but if we'd have finished our sample. Look at that one. That's the cactoida we were looking for. I got obsessed with the fungoida. Oh, what's down here? So, like, if we wanted to grab this, which we're not going to grab, that's another one of these crazy ones. Look at this. Look at this down here. Come on, landing gear. That's impressive if we can land down here. Maybe we're the wrong orientation though. Can we go sideways? Do we have to go sideways for it? Nope. Maybe we could land on that ledge there. I can't massively tell because the blue thing keeps disappearing. Oh, we're too wide now. That's not as exciting. I really want to land in that crevice. What about this one here? There's a nice crevice here. I think that's it. Oh, what's it done? It just flipped me up in the air. Yeah, I mean, there's racism in all cultures anyway. As a white male, I'm just aware of it, innit? That's but yeah, try not to offend, but unless it's like just a general bit of offence that's no harm meant kind of thing. Hey, come on, come on. But sometimes it's hard to tell. I reckon we could land it in there, but it's not letting me do it. Because look at the... Oh, hang on. Because look, we can obviously land it in there. Look, it fits. And why is it not landing it? It definitely fits. That... Come on. That is not fair. It's all catchy on the edge, isn't it? Alright. We still got shield. Okay, so it is quite a bit chubbier than it looks on the outside, from the inside view. Yeah, Yanks. The Yanks! Yeah, but it depends on how you say it. Yanks or bloody Yanks. I mean, the bloody Yanks is obviously offensive, as it's meant to be offensive. Oh, get off. No, not that one. That one. Right. There we go. That's all I wanted. I wanted to be able to land it in a nice little crevice. That's pretty good. But that was the closest we could get. So, but now we look at it, it's got a load of space either end. There's got to be a nicer crevice we can land it in than that. Got to be a nicer crevice. This is what I like about the Sidewinder though, it's just so small. And I like the idea of going a long distance, like I started off in Colonia and just keeping going. Oh, there we go, Fungoider. Let's land it on top of this hill. But a lot of people worry about blowing up and stuff, and I think it'd be fun to take a ship that is infinitely blow-upable, that necessarily isn't going to survive. You can take all the gear on your Caspian, but there's always going to be space for this because it's a challenge. There were people that went on Distant Worlds 3 with only Sidewinders, and I admired them. They were amazing people to do that. I didn't have the time to do that. I wanted to do that. That would have been my dream. Oh, it's struggling with that hill though, isn't it? Can we land it in between the Fungoiders or on top of one of them? That would be a bit sexual to land on top though, so we can't do that. Because it's before the watershed. Oh no, hang on, 2100. We are after the watershed now in the UK. So legally I could make innuendo if I wanted to. But I'm not Yannick's. I'm not Yannick's. Yannick's? That guy that does the sweary bits, the kind of vulgar bits. Yeah, the Cobra 5 can be, and that's your current, ignoring the Nomad, your current alternative to the Mandalay if you want SCO, if you want Super Cruise Overdrive, and this is the main limiting factor. If you want to do SCO all the time, then the Cobra 5, but it's a lot bigger than this. Like, look at that pulse, there's your massive pulse. But it's only showing up the nearest one, so that the Nomads, I'm assuming, goes a lot longer than that, and harder. But yeah, a lot of people swear by the Cobra 5, but personally I do use it, but I don't think the landing footprint is that much better than the Mandalay. I think the Viper 4 is better, and the new Kestrel is better as well, landing footprint. Not because the Kestrel's smaller, but because it's raised up. The problem with the Cobra 5, which is why it's not in this video as well, is that the little landing legs are stubby, and it's got little winglets on the side, and they clip into the mountains, so it restricts what you can land on. But it is a very good exobiology ship. It's just, to me, the difference between the Cobra 5 and the Mandalay isn't enough for me to use it regularly. Because it's 60 or is it 65 light year jump range, still more than this. This is 47 or 49. the Sidewinder. The hauler will do you about 50 or 54 or something, which is a little bit bigger than this, but smaller than the Cobra 5. The hauler's what I showed at the start. And there is... I'm in the wrong terrain now, aren't I? There's also the Eagle, which I'm going to get out in a minute. This is the bit where I get lost with the Fungoider and can't find any more. Looking for the crevices, in the crevice. There's got to be a Fungoider in that crevice. Oh yes. This is the crevice. Oh, come on. Yes, it's gone blue. Blue is good. Come on. Damn it. That was quite a good crevice, but is it as good as the last crevice? Oh, it's a bit more open. The blue bit is a bit more open. And that side is alright. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You can land it anywhere. But you can land it on top of mountains. It's nice. 750 metres. Nice. 750 metres on the Nomad Honk. That's a fair distance. Did it look 750 metres? Or did it go off into the distance when he did it? The Honk. Was it Exorcist? Commander Exorcist. I don't know why he's called Commander Exorcist. I suppose that's his call sign in the game. I could be Commander Maverick Vegan. But I'm not. It's like Commander Meccan. You've got Commander Meccan. You've got Commander Ben Kenobi. Ben Kenobi. That's a good name. That's probably the best commander name in the game. He does good videos, good streaming. I don't think he's streaming today though. Unless he put it up late, because he starts at 2000. Come on. That's my carrier's arrived, but I'm not finding the other Frux teller. Let's boost away and see if we can get a bit back into the depths of this crevice. Because that Fruitella's doing us no justice. Uh-oh. No, don't do a tumble. There it is. There it is. That's. There goes my. What is it? My Stratum Tectonicus. No. I could see that coming, but I didn't try and do anything about it. I thought, no, sod it. I'll just. As I said, you know, it's impossible to destroy your ship. Right, good. This one is a greener. It's a greenie. That's all we want. Right, we've got some Fruitella next. That's here for some fun. Good job I had 3 pips to shields, or 4.
Sample collection complete.
That's nice. Very good. Why didn't I find this system on my lunch break?
Fruit Exarachus
Or after I finish work?
Base value 7.77.
We've got some Fruitella.
Sample distance 100.
So I suppose with your Nomad, you're not going to be walking around for it. But then again, you don't walk for it with this as well. As one of the things I did when I was in the Mandalay is some things are genuinely too rocky, and I have walked before to find stuff. What did I just scan? Fruitella, wasn't it?
You've travelled over 150
Alright.
meters from previous sample.
We are not far from Fruitella. We're in a hotspot of all sorts of stuff now. We just need to not screw it up. That's all we need to do. And get some Fruitella on. Come on, one of these is going to be Fruitella. What about that one? There it is. I can tell because it goes all chunky before it resolves itself. Because of my awesome graphics card. See, if I had Nomad honks, that would make it a bit easier, but it's less skill. Don't you want a bit of challenge in life? You know, that's like, I suppose on days when I'm feeling tired, yeah, Nomad honks, yeah. But if I've got half a degree of energy, can't even get out of the ship. Half an ounce of energy.
Second partial sample collection.
I'm sure they're going to want a little bit of a challenge. Isn't that what we play games for? A little bit of a challenge. Oh, that's why it's off a cliff. The blue thing's off a cliff. And then you learn new things in the game as well, don't you? And having the infinite honk, and it also catalogues which one is your next plant, and says, because it all colours up, doesn't it? It doesn't catalogue it at all,
Minimum
but
distance reached.
it tells you what you need
Traveled over
to
150
be doing.
meters from previous sample.
It seems like a bit too much to me. It's a bit too easy. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I would still use it if I had one, and I wouldn't notice that it's too easy. Oh, come on, not that one. I thought we're at minimum distance. Where's our chubby bits and pieces? Oh, there they are. That would have been funny if I'd have exploded, because that would have been a quick respawn and get into the eagle. That would have been a brilliant transition. But instead, I'm going to have to hope the eagle's got some decent
Sample
shields on
collection
it.
complete.
If we walk up this hill, there's some sticky stuff up here. What's this sticky stuff? Tussocks. We'll smash some of those bad boys out. We've not seen it. I've not seen any of them before. Maybe because I've missed them because of my eyesight. But
Tacit computers confirmed present.
once we have the
Base value
Nomad
3.47
scanner,
million. Minimum
I'm
sample
already
distance
cheerleading.
200
Let's
meters.
cheerlead the Nomad.
First partial
Once
sample
I have the
collected.
Nomad, I won't be able to have to do this. I won't need to think about where things are. I'll just get in my ship. I'll press my little scan button, and then I'll be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go here. It's right there. I can see it. Even my cat could do it. You know, she could do it easily. I don't even know what I'm going for now. Not. Oh, there's a sticky stuff, isn't it? There's loads of sticky stuff. Yeah. Come on, that's got to be far
Minimum
enough.
distance reached.
Minimum distance
You
reached.
travelled over 200 meters from previous sample.
Oh, I've not got a blue. Not got a blue. Well, this is a slope, isn't it? But it's not as good as the Nomad slope. But let's see if it will land on it to start off with. Oh, it's going to land on that. Is that a slope? Let's see if it betters the Nomad with regards to slopage. What do you think? Because like the Nomad, you say the Nomad landed on a slope. What was a slope as good as that one? Probably, but I'm gonna do some more infinite honking in a
Second
minute.
partial sample collected.
No, it's not doing it, is it? And what are we on? 200 meters. We could have a bit of hiccups. We could walk that in 200 meters with our boosted suit. Oh, another thing about the what were we on about? We were on about operations.
Minimum distance reached.
Minimum distance
You travelled over
reached.
200 meters from previous sample.
Oh, what about these? Are these the right 200 meters? No. Yes. Maybe. Is that there's a lot of people with G5. So you got G5 Exobiology suits and your G5 Maverick suit, but they've not got a G5 combat suit. That's not been given as a reward in any of the CGs. And I've got two. I think I've got two now. I've got two of them. And
Sample
people,
collection complete.
other YouTubers are saying, "Oh yeah, it's so difficult," but I've got two. The engineering's so difficult, but I've got two. So is it really? It's difficult to unlock the engineers. Which took me about 35, 40 hours maybe to unlock the engineers you need. That is difficult, and it was a pain, and I was swearing a lot. But once you get over that hurdle, it's fine. You do the missions to get get your materials. The materials grind is just doing missions, but you have to enjoy the missions. So if the missions are a grind, obviously it's going to be hell. So that's probably what they meant, I'm assuming. But yeah, I've got millions of these Dominator suits, but I can't lend them to people. I can't give them.
Confirmed
I've
present.
got this. Can't give anybody my spare suit
Minimum sample distance 150
because we're not allowed to lend them
First
or
partial sample collected.
give them or sell them or anything. These are conchas, aren't they? Conchas. I'm not paying attention to what it's little starry things, little blue starfish things. So we can probably do these ones over here. It's not that
Minimum
long a
distance
distance.
reached.
Oh, come on.
You've traveled over
Land it.
150 meters from previous sample.
Alright, we're getting there. We've got 4 more. We're only halfway through these. Come on. Oh, our first crash of the day. Is that what we're on? For the concha. I've not even been looking at how much money this stuff makes us. So the tubus, which we've not got yet, is 7.7 million. The frutella is 7.77 as well. Let's do the infinite scan. Maybe we should walk in the other one now.
Second partial sample collected.
Whee! Yeah, I should do a hate stream though about something. I should do that. But the hate stream should be doing an activity that I absolutely hate. So I should have done that when I was doing the engineering grind for the on foot stuff, because it would have just been me swearing. That would have been the whole thing. That would have made good telly.
Minimum distance reached. You traveled over 150 meters.
Oh, who's
from
this
previous
abusive
sample.
guy? He just swears all the time. Ah, subscribe, like. That's funny. Which I thought that was how this stream was going actually, not the sweary bit, but the kind of the sighing and frustration part of it probably, which was most of this stream until we found this star system. That's a beautiful
Sample
view.
collection complete.
That's also what I like about Exobiology, a chance to get down to the planetary surface and just enjoy walking around outside of the spaceship. I wish we could do it in VR as well, and look around in VR. That would be amazing. So we're looking for... What are we looking for? Tubers, osseous, bacterium of course. No, not that, not frutella. There's the fungoids. Now we don't need them. We've got millions of fungoids out there. Maybe we need some more landings. So what about on top of this mountain? If we go on top of this, maybe that... Oh, look at all those fungoiders. Scumbags. They were just hanging out in the mountains all along. Right, landing gear's down. Land on the edge. Nope. Well, that should land nicely. It looks more impressive than it is when it's not really that impressive, is it? But it is impressive for if it was a Mandalay, though, because a Mandalay couldn't do that. But it's not one of them pointed mountains. I have landed it on some of the pointy mountains, but not all of them. You could almost fit another sidewinder facing it if you built up the rocks on that side a bit. They could face each other, like having a face-off. That's pretty good though. I like that. I like that about the sidewinder. I like the way I've got a free livery for it as well. I'll take a picture of that. Maybe I'll take a picture of that. And then I'll go, who needs that damned Nomad once it releases? Damned Nomad. Get the frick out of here. I'll be back in the bubble. I won't care anymore by the time the Nomad releases. But maybe I'll stay out here and do a bit more of this. If I can find the star systems. Oh, we're about to bump. We're going a bit too fast there, aren't we? These shields are not amazing though, are they? It's like, I need to check the shields out to see what I went for. I thought I had 1A shields, but I thought they were prismatics, but they're probably not, because I wanted the jump range on it probably. But they did survive. I did survive at quite a severe bump and not die. And there's enough DSS carriers around, you could find one. No, we've got that. We might need to go to a new biome, but I don't want to miss what's in this biome. Or miss out on any landing opportunities. Nope, that's the frutellas again. Yeah, it's going to be a brave new world, but operations, that'll be fun. You know, it's. I hope it. I really hope that they do some work and it does work out. It'll be fun for somebody. Maybe not. I don't know. I would hope my computer should be able to handle it. It would be really sad if it doesn't, because what about the people with worse computers out there? Not many who do the streaming though, probably. But I spent a lot of money on this back in the day. Back in the day. It's like over £1.5 grand, so not top end obviously. It was still mid tier. Top of mid, maybe? Was it top of mid? Maybe. I wanted to be bottom of top, but I couldn't get the graphics card because it was in COVIDs, and everyone knows what happened to graphics card prices back then. And they've only stayed at that price as well. They've not gone any lower. They've not suddenly dropped. Okay, I don't think I'm in the right biome. What are we looking for? Osseous and... I can't remember what the biome is. I thought Osseous should be around here. Let's double check on the old... Or we could just go up into the... Where is it? Damn it. Exploring. Osseous. Come on, where are you, Osseous? So Osseous, Rocky Plains, and Cactoida we've got. Bacterium, oh yeah, it's Bacterium, different one. Is that all we've got? There was another one. Tubers, that's the one, the Tubers. Plains, Rocky Plains. I thought this is a rocky plain, isn't it? Let's just boost off into the distance. So it's a rocky plain, which hopefully is that bit up in front, but... Oh, Tubers, maybe... Because there was a big circle, wasn't there? Was it the Tubers I was looking for? This is not the Tubers you're looking for. Well, we want to be down there. Because that looks quite rocky. Next to a plain.
Lighting gear deployed.
What is that? More blue stuff? No, we don't need that. It's the Tubers. No. What's amongst all this gubbins? Nothing. So conchas. I can't remember what conchas are we looking for. We're looking for Concha renibus. Renibus. Concha renibus. Oh, that's interesting. There it is. Oh, it was that funky one. Yeah, we saw that earlier.
Landing gear retracted.
Not retracted. I thought I had my landing gear up. Can we land it right in the middle
Lighting gear
of the gubbins for a money shot? Not that one. No, we need to get out first. So this is the Tubers, isn't it? That's a nice looking Tubers. I like that.
First partial sample collected.
300 meters. Oh, that's the back end of the Sidewinder. Why have I done that? That was nearly a good picture, wasn't it? For those who like the pictures of the Tubers. Alright. Sample. Genetic sampling. Come on. Oh, there's some greens in the distance. Build it and they will come. Oh, we'll take a picture from the front as well. Oh, come on. Lovely. Oh, that makes a beautiful picture. Possibly. Of some sort. If you like pictures of space games. Right, enough of that. Let's get back in and let's find our next sample. But this really is a ship. You don't need a Nomad. This is the only ship you need. Just get your Sidewinder. You're the very first one you bought. You started off the game in. And this bunch will do.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 300 meters from previous sample.
Oh, you exit the rear. Now this is the problem we need to fix. So what I'm going to do is get in my other ship once we've finished this lot. Oh, we've got to do the tubers. Tuber Jenkins.
Second
That
partial
was
sample
my, that was my teacher, my lecturer at university. Tuber Jenkins, he was called. He played the tuba. His name sounded like tuba as well, but yeah, he was a nice guy. Actually, no, he was a nice guy until the dissertation, the
Minimum
scumbag.
distance reached.
Then he became a not
You've
nice
traveled
guy
over
at the
300 meters from
dissertation.
previous sample.
He proper screwed me over, Tuber Jenkins. But I will forgive him, wherever he is. Wherever you are, Tuber, I forgive you. It wasn't your fault. It was, but... Right, what the hell? I would have rather had... Yeah. Anyway. Never mind. It only affected my bloody degree. It's okay, I got my dream job, it's alright. Don't worry, Tuber Jenkins. All's well that ended well. I never wanted to be a physicist.
Sample
Here we
collection
go.
complete.
I know nothing about physics if anyone wants any help. It's all forgotten. All in a temporary brain bank. Once you get your degree, forget about it. Right, what are we looking for next? The tubers. So it's the rocky plane again, isn't it? It's a rocky plane with these tubers. Are these those really black ones that stick up? The tubers. Is it that kind of tuber? Because we've not seen that. We have definitely not seen that kind of tubers. We've not seen the bacterium yet. She's crazy. It must be the yellow bacterium, in which case, if we had our nomads, we would have found it straight away, because we just do a megapulse and it would have told us, this is the one you want, boy, this is the one you want. Ooh, 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 and it... No. Oh, we're finding loads of fungoida. I go through that phase in fungoidas where you just lose it and you can't find them again, and then once you've found them you can find millions. What's that in the distance? It's a rock, isn't it? Bloody hell. I would have face tracking on as well, but I can't do face tracking and my face because I only have one webcam and it refuses to do both at the same time. And it's more important on YouTube that my face is seen. It's what is known as a face reveal. My face must be revealed just in case there's a crime committed and I need to be located. Everyone knows that faces can't be faked. Right. Let's go back into orbit, screw it. And we'll find it. We'll find it in the old traditional method. Look at the speed on that. Like 700 meters per second. Why you just will not get that in a Nomad. You won't get that kind of speed. What is it? What was the boost speed on the Nomad? Did you see that, Karma? Did you see the boost speed on the Exo... What's his name? Exologist. It's that thing. It's that Exorcist, isn't it? Because of that film, The Exorcist. I can't... It's just I can't associate it with... it's such a different thing to Elite Dangerous. Right. What do we want? No, not that one. No, I've mapped it already. What the hell? Right, we want Osseous and... Oh, it's Tubus. No, we just done Tubus. Have we just done Tubus? What the bloody hell have we just done? No, we've not done Tubus. What we're... Cactoida. We've not done Osseous. Oh, bloody hell, we've not done Osseous either. And Tubus and Osseous. Okay, let's just get out of that and make our planetary approach again. Sorry about this, everybody. Because that's the other benefit you get, because it will be slower than this. If it's not slower than this, then that would be absolutely insane. Okay, Osseous and Tubus apparently are everywhere. They're ubiquitous. Yeah, I'll have to watch the videos to see what they come up with. Tomorrow, I think. Damn. I should have watched the videos while I was at work instead of working. I could have listened to it in the background and then written down bits as they came into my ears, instead of not realising that it was available to the journalists today. Right. Oh, there's a nice mountain there. That's a nice mountain, isn't it? So if we try and find some Aussie near the mountain, I think I had a solicitor once called Osseous. So I want to find Osseous. He was a good solicitor, yeah, for houses. House solicitor. A house solicitor, he was good. Good old Oss. You had to prompt him though every now and then. You have to tell him, hey Oss, what are you doing? Yeah, but it won't be as fast as an engineered ship because you can't engineer it, so... And it won't have the thrusters on the same. Now, where is that? There we are, Tubers. It is the big sticky one. Sticky palm tree. Oh, nobody wants a sticky palm tree. Sticky palm handshake. Not had one of them for a while. I bet there's lots of sticky palm handshakes tomorrow. In the UK, we've got temperatures of 30 degrees Celsius tomorrow. Breaching mid-30s of Celsius in Wales, perhaps. Which is high. That is high in Wales. And it's humid as well, though. There's some kind of crazy temperature and humidity factor,
Base value 7.7,
which is really... Oh, that's really pretty.
800 meters.
That's really pretty. I
First
like
partial
that
sample
one.
collected.
How am I going to take a picture of that one? I mean, how many of these things have I taken pictures of? What do I even do with the pictures? I nothing. Do nothing with them. It looks quite big now. Looks quite big now. Quite large. Nice. Oh, I've got a kind of a... Wow. Bit of windy pops there. Yeah. It won't go 700 meters per second, the Nomad. Oh yeah. Right. How far do we need to go? It's probably 500, isn't it? That one over there. What are we on for these? Tubers. 800 meters. Wow, referee. Have you been watching the football? That's a good question. Because the Americans love the football because they're hosting the World Cup of Football. Or Socha, you say Socha, isn't it?
Distance reached.
That's confusing.
800
It
meters
should be
from
called
previous
football, not Socha. Hey, here it. Oh, I can see the. Never mind this. I can see the bacterium in the distance. I think what it was, these samples were a bit shy because of all the other bacteriums that all the other samples that are quite close, the other species, or obviously outcompeted them. And that's the other exciting bit about, you have all these biomes, and with exobiology, like, if you have a pulse scanner, you'll stop thinking about biomes. Well, there's the Osseous. That's an odd looking Osseous. I'm going to go back to that one. Right, that's got to be 800 now. No? No, it doesn't want 800. Oh, that's a bit of a bump. That's another one you can do, tumble tosses.
Minimum distance reached. Traveled over 800
Don't
meters
have a
from
clue
previous
where I
site.
am now. Oh. Those advanced thrusters, I think we're really testing them. Right, where the hell? Over there, right. I don't have a clue where I am now. Oh, we're going back into the world of the other bits and pieces. But this is going to be the last one of these lots. And then we just have the Osseous and the bacterium, and that will be all of the species on this planet. Oh, I was watching... Oh, no! It's not got enough diversity because we must have... In our tumble toss, we must have gone backwards. Bloody tumble toss. Bloody ruined it. Oh, fuck. Right. How about that one all the way over there? If we don't do any tumble tosses this time, I think we will be okay. I think. Well, this says 510. Oh, see. Ah, you see now. Because of that tumble toss, it's shown you where the limitation is in using the Sidewinder rather than the Nomad. Because the Nomad would have known. It would have gone... if you took a tumble toss in the Nomad, you would have been like, ah, I'll just do my pulse scan, and then the pulse scan would tell us. So we're going back, but it's as fast as forwards. Right, this has got to be it now. This is definitely going to prove that the Nomad is better. But it's still, this is still the more fun way of doing it, because I don't see the Nomad doing tumble tosses, so you have got that to contend with. It's going dark outside, how crazy is that? What time is this? 2 hours 40 of the stream.
Complete.
And we've still got to get in the Sidewinder yet. We've still got to complete it with the Sidewinder. So, sample complete. But we need to get the osseous, we need to get the bacterium. Right, we'll do it properly now. We'll land on this mountain side, which is difficult for any other ship. Land on the flat bit. Land on the flat bit. No, don't use the flat bit. Oh, that's cheating. Well, the landing's a landing. Oh, what a nice view. I like to sit inside them to do the scan. And the other thing, people do want to be able to scan these samples from the ship, but I think they're missing the entire point of exobiology, which is standing in obscure places, like inside the whole thing. Look at the sand in there. It's actually captured sand inside it. Now you wouldn't see that if you were just scanning that from your Nomad. You'd miss out on all that. Also, you can't get first footfall if you don't get out of the ship in the first place. So you'd have the odd situation where actually you would still get your first scan if you turn it in, but nobody would know it was your first scan. So people would never know if there's a first football ever again with the Nomad. Now that would be quite funny actually. That would be quite funny.
800 meters from previous sub.
Ooh, now we still need to find this damned osseous. Oh, if it's not doing a tumble toss. Oh, there's a bacterium, not yet bacterium. You can do pretty good tumble tosses. Let's see if we can do a... No, maybe if we catch out... No, not quite. Maybe if we catch it on the edge like this bit. This bit here. Oh, nearly did a tumble toss. I'm just too scared to do it at speed now. Osseous, can't see it. But we're not going to use the scanner that we don't have, because we're not in a Nomad, which is why the Nomad is far superior. You must pay 16,000 arcs immediately. You must pay it. It's the only way to keep the lights on. Or just buy it because you want it. That's the way to do it. There's no shame in buying the Nomad, by the way. As much as I might slag it off or make an ill-timed joke here and there, you know, it's your money. Nobody should feel shame about buying whatever they want to buy, as long as they, you know, just it's your money, your money. You know, 60k arcs, if you can afford it, and that's what you want, what you really, really want. In happy days, that is the dream. I can't spend money like that though. I need to think about everything before I buy it about 1,000,000 times. This computer that I'm using now took weeks to buy, to figure it all out. Actually, it took longer than expected because graphics cards were so rare. I didn't get the card I wanted because of that. I got a 3070 rather than a 3080. Yeah. Nearly got my dream card. Have we got more? Have we got them all? No, one more, isn't it? It's one more. If we can avoid tumble tosses, we will. Sorry, I keep saying that word because it's just something that
Minimum distance
Gavin
reached.
and Stacey,
Traveled over
the
800
actress from
meters from
Gavin and
previous
Stacey
sample.
says it, and I just thought it was such a funny. It means a forward roll, you know, like the thing you do at primary school or junior school, whatever you call it in America. A forward roll, a tumble toss, she calls it. Now, shall we get the bacteria or shall we just abandon it? Oh, this is a nice spot. Let's have a look at the landing profile on that. I mean, look at that, that's crazy. The way it's planted its feet. Like, the feet are quite small as well. They really make it be able to land anywhere. That's why the Sidewinder's probably the best one, the best exobiology ship in the game presently, until they release a Nomad. But will the Nomad be as fast as a Sidewinder? No, it will not. It'll be slower, because if it was really fast, you would remember.
Sample collection complete.
Collection complete. Alright, so the bacterium. Well, for completeness sake, we'll go for the bacterium. It shouldn't take long. The big grey things in the desert. We should be able to spot them a mile away. It's not the hard bacterium. Oh, hello, what's going on there? Nothing. What time are we on? 21:47. Oh, we still got time. We can get the. We're going to get the eagle out as well. I mean, this is the flat land. There we go. There's one. Can we land actually on the thing? We'll see. There we go. We landed. Oh, look at that. The foot has sunk into it. Must be a bit of a gooey bacterium there.
Bacterium.
Hopefully I can get the thing out afterwards.
Base value 1 million. Minimum sample distance
$1
500 meters.
million.
First partial sample collected.
Yes. So 500 meters, isn't it? I should look in the corner, bottom right corner. It's got it on my.
Minimum distance reached.
Here we go.
You
Minimum
traveled over
distance
500
reached.
meters from previous sample.
You can't see it because my face is there, but behind my face I've got my checker, which tells me the distance of the colonies and how far I've reached. We know somewhere out here is a bacterium. There's one. My face look isn't working because I don't have it on. So easy to land. I mean, look at this. Like the Caspian. Remember the Caspian when you land in that thing? Don't want to do it. Want to clone its identity. Imagine that, cloning the identity of a bacterium. Yeah, not me. Like, can you land
Second
actually
partial
on
sample
bacterium with the Nomad? Probably, but you can't do it with the Caspian. I've got to fight the Caspian now with the Sidewinder. Such a good ship, though. So rugged.
Minimum distance reached.
It's a lot tougher. I'll tell you what, the Sidewinder's a lot tougher than a Nomad. If you're doing hard landings on Nomads, good luck. I hear it's made out of paper thin material, so it's no good, is it? Final sample. The final boss. Or sometimes it does this where it doesn't want to take it. Nice. Next we're going to get in the eagle, so the eagle is also an excellent choice.
Sample collection
It's even
complete.
better, some might say, than the Sidewinder. Now I think it's better because it flies better. But they both fly very well. They're small ships. This is where I find out my carrier's elsewhere. No.
Frameshift drive charging.
Nice. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Okay, I think what we'll do is go to this final planet in the Eagle. We'll collect 3 samples. We'll try some mountains in the Eagle, and then we'll call it a night, and it'll be no star. But I'll show you the setup for the Sidewinder. The builds are in the description, but they're in the video. I think of the top 5 exobiology ship, we'll have the builds of these ships. Either that or the exobiology guide, rather than copy them all out and duplicate. I did want to just paste them in to make it easier in case anybody wanted to build these vessels. They're all fully engineered though. That's the only downside. If you don't have a lot of materials, or if you've not started engineering, you won't get the kind of velocities that these ships are capable of without the engineering, and without the advanced thrusters, which they all have, which makes them incredibly fast, which makes them outrun the Nomad. Let's have a Google of it. Maybe Google knows. Speed of the Nomad in Elite Dangerous. I don't know if Google won't have a clue. Oh, the Nomad, 745 meters per second. What the hell? Okay. Oh, so the Nomad's faster than this. Okay, so Nomad, but the Nomad doesn't have as much armor, so it'll go 700 meters per second right into the ground, and then you have dust. You boost into the ground. You can't do that with the Nomad. You probably can't do that in this build as well. That is, well, it is an SLV, so it's like an SLF, so they're incredibly fast. But that is crazy. I thought that was the one thing that was going to be the difference between them. The speed and the resilience of it. And obviously the resilience, Nomad is terrible. Good. To me that's good. But there should be some benefit of speed as well, surely. That makes... It kind of makes sense. It does and doesn't make sense. Don't the other isn't that faster than the other SLFs as well? Right, I'll show you the build quickly, which I've probably already shown you. I got rearm, repair... I put a 6% on it. 666. Idiot. Don't know why. Heat sink. So it's all about... There's your power plant. Enhanced performance thrusters, G5 drag drives. That's the thing. And pre-engineered 2A, so for getting that jump range of 47 max, but 44 or 45 really, most of the time. Charge enhanced distributor. Here's all your other bits and pieces. But let's change over to the Eagle. So we've been in the hauler. We started in the hauler. We're going to finish in the Eagle. One of my favourite ships in the game. It's got one of the best cockpits. Just show you the build. There's probably a fair few compromises in the build with regards to exobiology. The best build is in the description, I think, of those videos. What the hell's going on with my phone? Oh, just somebody whinging at me. Come on. It's doing this thing where it doesn't load up. Just to vex me somewhat. Right. Heatsink. So you got lightweight alloys. Heavy duty G2. What the hell? Why have I only got G2 there? Overcharged power plant. G3. That's more than what you need. Probably. Can't we just put in like... Well, actually, I'll leave that because this is also my combat version as well, I think. So dirty drive G5. Pre-engineered. FSD, bearing that in mind, it gives you 45, 47, so it wouldn't... It's pretty similar jump range to the old Sidewinder, but not as much as the hauler. Power distributor, charge enhanced, G3, but no, I don't know, I need to do the experimentals on that. Lightweight scanner, as you'd expect. The compromise, if you can call it that, is that it's got a 2H FSD booster and a 3A fuel scoop, because the 2A fuel scoop is just too damn slow. That's one of the main hindrances on this ship. The fuel tank isn't big enough. I did an extra fuel tank there just to kind of fix that, but it obviously doesn't entirely. And we don't have any liveries for it either, so that's a shame. So we're going to go to the nearest planet. Which one is it? ABCA, is that what I'm at? 2F, isn't it? It's the one above, isn't it? Yeah, probably. We'll have a look. I'll just show you the... Got FA off. The kind of manoeuvrability of this ship is amazing. Well, it was amazing until like the Kestrel released and showed you what stupid manoeuvrability is. But the Kestrel has the same cockpit as well. And the Kestrel gives you good landings, but not as good as the Eagle. Okay, let's do a jumping. Let's do some jumpings. That's crazy that the Nomad is faster than I think all of these ships, because 720 for the Sidewinder. It's not as fast as the Viper, but I don't really use the Viper. I just didn't get on with the Viper. Viper Mark IV is good. The Viper Mark III I struggled with for exobiology, probably for similar reasons to the Eagle. Didn't use it a lot, but the Viper 3, you know, could be an alternative if you want a really fast... Oh, hang on, what the hell am I doing? I need to scan this damn thing. Where's my scanner, dude? Where's my scanner? Nice. That would make a good film. Dude, where's my scanner? Okay. Come on, scanner. We've got that.
Body ABC2F.
Frutella,
May host a new
tussock,
personal codex entry.
ideal, bacterium. Nice. So, we're going to go back down. We're going to aim for some mountain area, I think. We're going to aim for the mountains first, I think. Let's see if it's daylight. Yes, it is. And next we want to find the Frutella. Bacterium, no. Frutella, tussock is down below. So Frutella, tussock is opposite, I think. Where's the most mountainous area? I'm not even sure that's Frutella there. That's Frutella. I'm not sure that is. That looks the most mountainous, but dead ahead, I'm pretty sure that mountain peak there is going to be some Frutella, although it is behind it as well. I'm hoping there's some on the peak. Yeah, it looks like there is a few patches of it. We'll try there. It's got to be lucky. And then we'll get whatever the hell else other stuff is. Is it tussock? It's always tussock, isn't it? Tussock! Yeah, tussock and bacterium. We'll snag those others, as they say. They say snag, isn't it? Well, snag. We will snag the tussock. I don't know about using the word snag. I'm not sure if that's my generation to use the word snag. I think it might have been used, but probably not. Yeah, certainly not. It wasn't a thing. Oh, here we go, right. Why is my thing not working? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a mountain, but not as we know it. I thought it was going to be more exciting than that. It's not as bumpy. This looks bumpy. That looks not very bumpy, considering how peaky it is. This looks a bit more promising, though. There we go, first tussock is on. Not tussock, the other one. Frutella. Let's try and land it. Let's try and land it on top. This kind of peaky kind of area. Nope, it's not having it. Bloody Mandalay I'd land there. Not Mandalay, the other one. The Nomad, bloody Nomad would land there. No, don't mess with my Nomad. I'll try and land it on top of this one. Whoa, it's a bit of a tricky one. Is it not as good as the Sidewinder? I thought it was as good as a Sidewinder, but Maybe it's just bias. Just my bias. And we can certainly land it on top of there, surely. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go, that's a bit of a bumpy bit. It's a bit of a peak. That's peak landings. Met Tim Peake once. You may know him as the only... nobody probably knows him in America. He's the only spaceman that we've ever had in the UK. My shields are not so great on this as well. Just noticed. I think I may have put Tesco value shields on because I've bodged it for some reason. I don't think those shields are the intended ones. Because we should have landed on that then. But it's one of those blueies that just struggles, isn't it? If you don't orientate it right. It'd be interesting to see what it looks like. Interesting. Oh yeah, look at the angle. Yeah, that's a bit odd. That's an odd landing. You see, it's got those 3 anchor points, and those bumps in between are making it difficult to grab onto, isn't it? Nice. But a landing is good. It's all good. But this, the best thing about this is it exits the front, and it looks amazing. I mean, one of the best looking ships in the game. You've got to be. First football is confirmed, which is, was that America, the USA, sorry, winning at football earlier? Australia or something? Did they defeat Australia in the World Football or World Soccer tournament? Which is surprising.
Is confirmed present. Base value 7.77 million. Minimum
America
sample
were that
distance
good?
550 meters.
Well, that's always a
First partial sample collected.
pleasant surprise. Although Iran have been doing a bit better than I expected as well. I want to see America versus Iran in as the final between those two nations, and that can decide the outcome of the current conflict then. That's the way it should work. Right, where are we? 100 meters, 100 odd meters. So if we just go for...
Minimum distance reached.
Oh, there's a nice
You
lump
traveled
there.
over
Look at that
150
there.
meters from previous sample.
This kind of awkward looking lump. But the doctor says it's alright, it's benign, don't worry about it. It's a fine. Yeah. But, yeah, I had one of them. Doctor said it's benign, it's probably alright. But we should take it off just to be cautious. In other words, he doesn't trust me to inspect my lumps, so he'd rather just take it off. Take it all off. Oh, dickheads. Come on. Okay, so that bump is a bit more tricky, it's a bit more technical than I thought it was going to be. I thought that would have been an easy one. Let's see if we can grab any more. If we head, oh, there's one. That's a really big one, isn't it? That's a big slope. Check this out. The slope is immense. Oh, you got to admit that's quite a good slope. It's pulled a wheelie. Look at that.
Second partial sample collected. Minimum distance reached.
No, we've got another minimum distance reached.
Meters from previous sample.
Let's just smash it down wherever. Oh, we need to exit the back on this one. I got it the wrong way around. Whoa. Who's that cat? Oh, she's just in the window. She's having a little bit of a rest. And that completes the tussocks, which leaves, and that is bagged as, that's what we did say, bagged, not snagged. We said bagged. That's bagged as 4 million? Yeah, 4 million, but times, multiplied by, is it 5 or something? Frutella, no, Frutella, that's 7 million. It is a tussock we want next. That's the 4 million, and then the bacterium, so...
Landing gear retracted.
This is where you use speed, and this is what the Nomad also has, but more of, which is a bit disappointing. It's crazy as well. Because even the Viper 3, that has some good speed, but if you build it for a bit of to be robust and with a bit of jump range, as an exobiology ship, you don't have the same speed. You're not going to get 900 meters per second, but I think it must be 800 or 700 or something. It must be just only the Viper 3 then is going to be faster in an exobiology build than the Nomad, which is a bit. Or make the Sidewinder slightly slower. That's really odd. And we still haven't found those damn tussocks. For Tussock Fest 1999. Oh, pull up. Yeah, this is why I like the face looking. Use the eye tracker, because then you can enjoy watching the mountains just roll on by. So this is a bit better. This is more like Tussock land, isn't it? We're coming down from the mountains. That's where that crater is where we'll have tussocks. Let's drop the gear to slow down a bit faster.
Landing gear deployed.
Maybe he'll even have some funky business inside the crater. So yeah, hopefully this video has convinced you not to buy the Nomad and to just invest in a Sidewinder instead. That would be pretty cool if it has, because Sidewinder's for the hardcore. You know, Nomad is easy mode. If you want to challenge the Sidewinder, the Eagle, the Hauler.
Tussocks are 80 confirmed present.
The Hauler is probably the most
4.45 million.
the easiest,
distance 200 meters.
probably the best one
First
just for
partial sample
resilience, because it's got better modules. But Sidewinder, otherwise, it's probably the other one. Problem with the Eagle is too many militaries,
Minimum distance reached.
which kind of ruins it a
Traveled over
little bit.
200 meters from previous sample.
Okay, we need to find these little greenies. These little green folk here. There they are, little green men. All stood to attention. It's just too easy, this, isn't it? All you need to do is see them. But with little stuff like this, if you're going too fast, then you're not going to see them. I wonder if the pulse scan, the pulse scan will show them up as freckles, I suppose.
Second partial
But you know what,
sample
the
collected.
pulse scan will work really well if you're going extremely fast, is in the dark side of the planet, because they'll show up as luminescent. So maybe the trick with the Nomad is to go on the dark side and boost at low level speed. I don't know what could possibly go wrong. I can't recommend that actually, because
200 meters from
if
previous
you've not got decent shields, you're going to blow up and lose. You don't lose your data when you blow up though, do you? Because it's like an SLV, do you? So that doesn't make a lot of sense. But I don't think you lose your data. What is that? A scary little tussock. Nice, look at that. And it's in the green as well. It's in the green from this is from Elite Frontier, which is Elite 2. That was your starter ship, the Eagle Mark 2. Nobody knows what happened to the Eagle Mark 1. It's probably in lore somewhere. And then we got bacteriums. Oh, hang on. We have bacteriums, so there's going to be some tussock tossers there somewhere as well. Let's just land it down here, and then we'll walk it in, just like Arsenal. And then that's going to be it. We will be complete. We'll have done everything we wanted to achieve. We'll have proven that... Oh, hang on. Oh, I've only had that damn Nomad beeper. Oh no, we've actually... It's because we've already scanned it. That's why. I've just completely ignored the fact that I've completed the tussock. I'll stand on this edge. Nice. Yeah, so tomorrow I think I'll start my travel backwards in the...
Base value 1 million. Minimum sample distance
Maybe
500 meters.
I'll use the
First partial sample
Sidewinder.
collected.
Maximum jump range. Oh no, I can't use efficient mode to get all the way back 1,000 and odd light years. The Sidewinder, yeah. Sidewinder, named after the snake, and also the best performing missile ever.
Minimum distance reached. You traveled over
The
500 meters
Sidewinder,
from
the
previous
classic.
sample.
That was the best missile they ever invented. The Sidewinder. Definitely. Has anyone got any personal favourite missiles? Probably not. Is it the Sidewinder? Is it the AMRAAM? Is it Brimstone?
Second
There we go,
partial
there's a
cycle
missile. Get a Brimstone down here. I mean, will any of these missiles feature in future SLVs? Probably not. Probably not. But we can only hope. Will we get a well, actually, we've got a rocket launcher on the on foot, haven't we? What am I talking
Minimum
about?
distance reached.
But will we
You
get a
traveled
treble
over
rocket
500
launcher?
meters from previous
A
sample.
rocket launcher, a multi-fire, treble warhead. Right, where is the final sample? You can tell it's nearly bedtime. Whoa, look at that. Beautiful. To end it, I think we'll try and do a nice landing on a nice mountain. Rather than, this is a sad place to end it. I can see some rocky stuff in the distance. So we'll put our eagle to bed on those rocks in the distance there. I think
Sample
that'll be
collection
quite
complete.
interesting. And that is it. We've grabbed a sample on every single planet that we've landed on. We've not abandoned any bacteria whatsoever. You know, you don't need a Nomad in this game. But if you want to buy it, obviously you're going to benefit. You're going to enjoy it. It'll be a fun little activity. But you don't have to at all. If you don't want to buy it, there are other options. And this is one of them. Because it'll land on anything. Look at this. This is one of the 3 options that I've presented to you today. And eventually we will land it. It'd be funny if we don't land it. And go, oh no. Back a bit, forward a bit, up your end. So there we have it. Some of the best exobiology ships in the game presently with regards to planetary landings. Some of the best. And the Eagle and the Sidewinder were I think they were like my number 1s or something. I can't even remember myself now. But they're number 1 for getting everything that you want to get. That's what they are presently. Once a Nomad is released, I suppose that will change. And it's up to you whether you buy it for credits or buy it for ARCs, early access. But, you know, I'm sure there'll be some good videos out there to check out to see if it's actually worth it. But don't dismiss in the future if you should choose to have a go at doing some exobiology with some of the older ships to find out how it feels, especially if you get a carrier. When you get a carrier, there's almost no reason not to, because you can just jump the carrier out to anywhere and just get started. And you don't even need to go to undiscovered systems. You can go to discovered systems just for the experience. Obviously, very nice. So, thanks very much for the input. Karma Kappa especially, you were really useful. You had some really good intel, and I was being stupid at the start because I didn't realise that people had hands-on and there was extra details out on the Nomad today. I thought it was coming out tomorrow. So thank you very much for correcting me there and giving your thoughts on that, because it was really, really useful. But you might be buying it. I'm not sure I will be yet. 16,000 ARC seems a bit too much for me. Any questions, drop them down below, but most of the answers are in the details. You don't need to, because like there's the exobiology guide and there's the ship builds are in there. There's also the ship builds in the top 5 exobiology. You don't even need to watch it. You can just skip the advert and pause it and just look at the description, because all my builds in my videos are in the description. in case you don't want to listen to me talk, whammering on about the builds. Anyway, for me, it's time to say Nostar because it's clearly bedtime, and for you, hopefully it's time to go and enjoy the Elite universe and have a great time out there. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.